for this weekend?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I don't- It's been a heck of a week.
Oh yeah, you too, huh?
Yeah.
Ugh.
How's it been for you, Mason, with the second place? Are you almost up
I
and
got a
running?
week away,
1 week. Final
7
frontier.
days. I don't have a single piece of product in the store, so yeah. Don't look at me like that. I know.
Who's that on? Is that on the distributors you're waiting on?
Oh no, that's on me. What do you mean?
Let's
I
try
gotta have
and
everything ready to go. I gotta have everything in there and shelving and
trying-
everything. So
I was trying
I
to-
got
trying to bail you out there. I was trying to blame it on someone else.
This is all on me. Are you kidding me? No, this is
It's all Mason's fault. It's always the person setting up the
Look.
store that's fault.
the pressure. The pressure is what motivates you. That's the best motivation is crippling pressure and debt. So yeah, it's fine.
You know, when I've been in manufacturing and I've been in retail, and I always laugh, you do your best and fastest work when you're under pressure the whole time to get something done. It's amazing how you can focus in and just keen in on something when you need to be done with it.
Yeah,
So
And you
I'm a
save so
horrible
much time.
procrastinator.
you save so much time from not eating because you have stomach ulcers, and then yeah, it's all great. Yeah, this is the ideal peak perfect condition.
So
The stress of it. Yeah, you do a diet whilst you
Yeah.
just lose weight
Just-
and yeah,
just,
get the
poured
get the result though, right?
I wish
$100,000
losing-
into a store. Yeah, no big deal.
yeah,
I don't need to pay
I wish the losing
myself
weight
or
thing would happen
employees
though.
or yeah, that's the one thing that I have in not eating as much and with stomach ulcers. Yeah, I'm still got it. So
I know it won't go away. So since we got a few people in the chat, yeah, I don't know, Mason, you want to just introduce yourself to the channel? I mean, it's the first
I
time
didn't
you've
even know
been
we
on here.
started. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. Cool. What's up, guys? Hey, I'm Mason, Cardinal Gaming, here on YouTube. CardinalGaming.com is my website. I own a LGS, well, soon to be 2 LGSs here in Kentucky, in Louisville. So, yeah, that's what I do. I talk about modern markets, distribution numbers. I have a great, my favorite thing on my channel is the Card Shop Candids, where I talk about LGS stuff and things to think about if you are wanting to open up a store or just go to a store and you want to know how things work. Yeah, that's kind of my claim to fame, and that's what my channel's about. That's it.
And I know that Adam, Professor Oak down here, has been on the channel quite a few times, so I don't know if you need to introduce yourself again, Adam. You're pretty much a regular at this point, so. But if you want to just go over something real quick.
Yeah, a fine channel too, Mason, I must say.
My channel?
Yeah,
I mean, yours is okay too.
that's right. Hey everyone, I'm Professor Oak. I'm a Joe Schmo Pokemon collector. I'm a little fish in a big pond, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but I'm in it for the love and just trying to have some fun with you guys. I like to pull data and talk about the numbers and find it kind of interesting. And yeah, I'm in here, there, and everywhere. So
Yeah, you do get around quite a bit. You must be a mod on you must have a record for the most mods on channels.
I'm in a couple, I think. Yeah, there must be a level of trust. Maybe it's the acting or something. I don't know.
I always trust the British accent in America. That goes over
Yeah.
well.
I'm glad
Yeah,
you
it's
said.
just
Glad you
adds-
said British.
What do you mean?
Well, people say to me, "Oh, whereabouts in Australia are you from?" or they'll go, "Oh, you're Irish, right? My cousin's sister's
Irish.
boyfriend's uncle's cousin is Irish. You sound just like him." Like people will like do weird guesses, and I think I sound really English, but a lot of people will legit say like, "Oh, is that South Africa?" Like they'll try and guess like random places. So
Is that a
Well, see, I've-
compliment or an insult? I don't know which.
I don't know. I don't know.
Even though I've never asked you, I always knew that you were, it was a British accent from
Right.
Just because I worked with two people that were from Britain, so it's a certain
Cheat code.
dialogue. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a cheat code to it, so I never even thought of asking you just because I'd worked with them, for almost 5 years with two of them that were from Britain, and it was just funny because it's certain dialogue. Because I know a couple people from Australia too, and it's different. It's this kind of an accent, but it's different accent. It's weird.
I think Old Card Shop just called me sexy. I think that's the first. I think that's the first time I've ever got hit on YouTube. I feel.
No, it's not. You
It's
just
not?
you just maybe didn't see my comments.
Oh, I didn't pick it up. That's what it is.
It's okay. I'm subtle sometimes.
So-
Anyways, you guys want to talk Pokemon?
Oh
why
yeah,
not?
Pokemon.
I mean,
Yeah, I think that's why we're here. We figured we'd
No,
have a
it's
Friday
fine.
night hangout, but yeah, maybe we'll talk.
No, here we
Pokemon
are.
for a little.
No, I mean we can do whatever.
So, I guess I just saw one question on the. I want to know Mason's thoughts on this one. What is your
Oh,
feelings
God.
on Shining Fates? Is it a good investment?
Shining
either-
Fates.
Because they're flying off the shelf again. Even my GameStop had a ton of them, and they just all disappeared. And I don't know why all of a sudden.
I mean, I just think people see those, non-standard products and they just go crazy for them. I don't think it's like Shiny Fates in particular, celebrations, all that stuff. Just has more traction than most standard sets, I think. And people, we're so used to going in and out, in and out, in and out of stock that we just, I got to get it now. Who knows if it's going to be here next week? I don't know. So yeah, it's just always a constant state of if I don't get it now, when is the next time I'm going to see it? And you never know. So
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, I can see it. I was just curious because my thoughts is that we don't know if we're going to see another reprint of Shining Fates at this point. I'd assume we probably might see a small one towards the end of rotation, but I don't know for sure. They've actually printed a ton of it comparatively. I don't know if they've printed as much as Hidden Fates yet, though. I had that question come across.
I'd have no way of knowing,
I don't either. I mean, nobody really has. That's the problem with Pokemon is nobody actually has numbers for any kind of productions.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
don't tell anybody. Yeah.
No, I mean,
I feel like I've seen more like stocking in terms of like often. Like I've seen more stocking on shelves at different times with Shining Fates than Hidden Fates. I think Hidden Fates had maybe slightly bigger stock when it did stock shelves, some of the stores.
Yeah.
For me, I think the thing for me with Shining Fates is every time I've seen it sold somewhere, people have bought it.
Yeah.
People buy it. And I think that just bodes well for the future that people buy it because we all know battle styles. People aren't buying it. I think it's still in Pokemon Center a year later. Like it's still sitting there, the ETBs and stuff. And Shining Fates, when it gets stocked in stores, I'm in Facebook groups. I saw 3 people today joyous. This one guy bought like 4 ETBs of Shining Fates because he saw it.
Mhm.
He saw it at GameStop that just restocked this week. He was like jumping around about it. I mean, it's not like a brand new product that's been hard to get hold of. That bodes really well for the future in my eyes for Shining Fates, despite how much it's been printed. Like people like it. That's my view.
I absolutely agree. I mean, honestly, I like Hidden Fates more. I would much rather open Hidden Fates as a product. I enjoy the Shiny Vault from Hidden Fates a lot more. But
Yeah.
if for cost wise, I still love Kraken sorry, I had that backwards. I like the Shiny Vault from Hidden Fates better. Sorry, I always mix them. Hidden Fates, I like the Shiny Vault and the Shiny cards and the actual full art Shinies from Hidden Fates better. But Shining Fates to me is a great substitute for the cost right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you can crack for $5 a pack versus $18 to $20 a pack. I can see cracking Shining Fates and kind of get that feel of pulling the Shiny Vault out of it. So it's a fun set.
Yeah, there's no way you're going to find an ETB stocked anywhere for Hidden Fates anytime soon, I don't think. I can't see them getting reprinted,
I still think it's pretty cheap comparatively to what other things are.
Mhm.
In Fates is. I think the ETBs are still underpriced at whatever they're at now. But
I think
what do I know?
They're probably going to keep going up, inching
I mean,
up. inching up.
I would have thought by now they would have been up over 200, but
Yeah,
here we are.
I just picked up 4 of them the other day for 143. So
Yeah.
I mean, you're
Wow.
still able to snag them under 150. Anytime they go under 150 and I see them, I try and snag them. Just because I'm with Mason. I'm amazed at that. It started moving about 2-3 months ago, and I thought for sure it was gonna keep going. It hit like 178, 179 for some sales, and then it just kind of slid back down again to that 150 range, 160 range. And like I said, every once in a while you'll catch them under 150. So it's kind of interesting why that one. I don't know if everybody's just so focused on Brilliant Stars and Astral Radiance with this trainer gallery that they're kind of putting that on the back burner because they know there's been so many, like old card shops that here's 68 reprints of Hidden Fates, so there's a ton of it out there. I like how he had to slip the 69 in there. That was kind of good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like Shining Fates personally. I don't think it's a great, fantastic set. It doesn't have the big punch chase stuff that I think is going to make it see good, growth like Hidden Fates is. But if I was going to invest in any sort of, I think Celebrations is still a pretty magical set, and the set that people would want to open. Even over Shining Fates and Hidden Fates, I think is the king of specialty sets. But that's my opinion.
And I get people both ways. I mean, I know I've got a friend that would rather open Shining Fates. He likes Shining Fates. He likes the chase cards and the Shiny Vault better because it's a bunch of the starter, more of the starters and stuff inside of there from Sword and Shield.
Sure.
I mean, he likes Shining Fates, and they're both fun sets. I think I'm just kind of on Hidden Fates because that was, one of the first holiday sets that came out when I was back into it, and I enjoyed opening it when it first came out. And it's still hard for me not to want to open it now because it's always fun to open the set. That's just me.
So many cards. So many cards to collect in Shiny. When you add the vault in there, those baby shinies. But yeah, one of the other parts of it with that set is obviously you do have like a lot of cards, so you've got that chance of like appealing to more people to specific artists or specific Pokemon or type of card or whatever. There's definitely more availability there than a smaller set. Like with Celebrations, you've got a lot of big hitters, but like I don't know, say people collect Sandshrews or something. I don't know, whatever, just a regular card. Like it's not there. Like you don't have those people that have those like little oddball collections. What I've found interesting recently is like a sharp increase in the amount of people looking for like miscuts and errors, and like cards are like obviously completely unique of one because they have some kind of like different thing. I've seen people like going crazy for them. I mean, absolutely nuts. And I have seen some of the Shining Fates baby shinies. I saw like a week ago where it was in the same pack. You could see it run over from 3 cards, and you can see it run over all 3 cards, the miscut. And I don't know how they managed to get it in the same pack. I don't know how to make it, obviously, but I thought that was fantastic. You got 3 in one pack, and they were the same ones that like lined up perfectly next to each other on the picture. It was fantastic. So something like that, I mean, it's just so unique and stuff. Like I thought that was really interesting. I want to bring that up, what you guys thought on miscuts too, because I've just seen so much attention and like love for that recently, those kind of things.
Yeah, when the printing really started getting bad, it's like like Sun and Moon full art era, where things really were getting like really weird cuts and really bad stuff out of when they really let the quality control just fall really bad. I had it was a full art Sylveon from one of whatever that Sun and Moon set was, and it was like halfway off the page, and it had like the top of like the actual like border of the print sheet on it, and there wasn't really a market for that. I sold it to one of my employees for like $20.
Yeah, not back then.
He's like that card probably now is like, who knows, probably like $200 instead of $20. So yeah, there's a huge market for that stuff. I had a couple Ancient Muse. You know, I get Ancient Muse come through in collections all the time, and I had a couple that had alignment dots on them, and I put those on eBay here recently, and they sold pretty quickly just because, again, just miscuts and those type of air cards are, especially old stuff like that. You just don't see it as often as you do now, or at least doesn't seem that way. But yeah, I definitely see a huge uptick in that market and people that want to collect that kind of stuff.
The one that I always think of is I don't know if you saw the PokeRevs one that he pulled on the stream. He opened one. He was opening up. I don't remember what set it was, but he pulled it up and it was like a double cut. So it's like the card got cut once and then got turned and cut again. So
Oh wow.
it was just a really weird. It was in the pack. It actually made it through and into the pack, and was like
Wow.
a double cut. It like turned like 30 degrees and got cut again. So it was a really weird looking cut, and it was, you would have thought he did it with scissors if you didn't see him actually open the pack on a live stream and pull that out. It was like, what? How does that happen and get actually through the process?
Yeah,
Yes.
you think they'd have like a way of sorting that stuff out? It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, you'd think if there's any misshaped cards that fall, they'd have a slot that the thing would just fall out of. But
Sure.
it was interesting. It was a really cool looking miscut.
Must get sandwiched or something. It's funny because I got a few square cuts and alignment dots and stuff in this box in front of me right now, and I remember pulling them out of Chilling Reign. Like we all know, Chilling Reign, there was a few issues there. I remember pulling them out of Chilling Reign. I looked on eBay to see if they're worth anything, and there was like 60 listings of the same thing. I was like, okay, these aren't worth anything, obviously. But like I was talking with Rattle a week or so ago. He pulled on one of his first box of the new Pikachu V collection. He pulled the promo out and it was upside down and slightly offset. It was like off center too. He just sold it for $260 on eBay. It went for an upside down back on a Pikachu, a brand new Pikachu promo. Like it's fantastic. I was really happy for him because I wanted it. I was going to buy it off him, and then I was like, I think people really like miscuts right now. I feel like this is a good time to be selling that kind of stuff. And he agreed, and he up on eBay, obviously a better decision, and it sold really high. So yeah, I think that's really interesting. I think we've come a long way just in the past couple of years, like you were saying, Mason. I don't feel like there was really that much. I mean, obviously there was a couple of things going back to base set, Cigar, Hitmon and stuff, and there's a couple of weird errors and stuff that we're all aware of, but not modern cards.
Yeah. I don't know. I talked about this a few times too. I don't know if it's just like because we're all so connected now, and we're all on these Facebook groups and on Reddit and all this Instagram. I don't know if we just see them more and we just think it's more common than what it used to be, or or maybe it actually factually is more common. Probably a little bit of both, But yeah, it just seems like it's they used to be special, and then as they get more and more going here, it doesn't seem to be that uncommon to have things miscut and cut weird and printed weird and backwards, upside down.
Interesting. CGC will grade anything like that too. Like,
they don't care.
No matter what shape or what it is, or if it's even
stolen.
legally obtained. Yeah, there you go. Even if it wasn't even like legal or released yet. Yeah, read it. $20, thanks.
$20, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That might come into Angela's question. Now I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys have heard by now that Pokemon has bought Millennium Printing Group, which was one of their printers. So now they haven't.
That's their main printer. Yeah.
Yep. They bought them. They technically bought them out, and now technically Pokemon has their own printing company. So what do you think that's going to change for Pokemon?
I've got a question before you guys talk, because I don't know this. Does Pokemon use a third-party printer in Japan?
No, they do not. They have their own propriety or their own company.
Okay. I feel like when I pull Japanese cards, they're generally pretty good quality and pretty straight and not damaged.
Yes.
So I thought that was the case. And when I heard that, I felt pretty good about it. I'm hoping that QA might pick up a bit, quality control, checking that stuff. Maybe quality is going to pick up. I think it's going to be a good thing in that sense. Now that you guys just confirmed that.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends how hands-on Pokemon's going to be with it. Like, if they just bottom out, it's just really gets them in front of the line to, they get over, more important slots, and if they want to reprint something, they can do it and jump the line. Really, is really what all I see it really doing, unless they have somebody there in charge running that place from Pokemon. I don't see it changing too much. And the way it sounds, it's not. They're not like renaming the company or anything. It's not like it's Pokemon International's printing facility. It's Millennium Print Group, just happens to be owned by Pokemon. So I doubt it really will do a whole lot of anything. They'll probably do a little bit better checks on, and like I said, they'll get Pokemon maybe more consistent printing schedules. But as far as I know, I think they're going to print other TCGs and other games in there as well, along with Pokemon. So it's really just, like I said, maybe just cuts the line a little bit.
And that was kind of my feelings on it, Mason. I don't think it's going to change much because they didn't like absorb it in as part of the company. They just made it like an umbrella group where now they get to, if they've got a demand for something now, like what they were running into during COVID, they were, short on material. So they wouldn't have the material and then they'd get kicked to the back of the line because 2 more things had to go in front of it. This is just going to give them the priority in line more than it's going to be them hands-on and jumping at it, because from millennial printing groups kind of statement I read, it sounds like they're not kicking out any other TCGs. So they're still going to be printing everything that they were. It's just now Pokemon International is the umbrella owner of the company. They're not changing names. They're not doing anything like that.
Yeah. But I guess if you were going to buy a printing company, it sure is a lot cheaper just to buy one out than to build your own. So those machines aren't cheap. Those facilities aren't cheap. And it would take years to get a print facility up and running full speed. And they're just like, well, I'm just going to buy these guys. We already use them anyways. They already run most of our stuff. They have all the stuff in line and everything that they need to, have to build our products. May as well just stick with them and buy them out. And Pokemon has plenty of money to do that. So it makes sense to me.
Imagine the price of the real estate for a factory right now.
Oh, yeah.
How prices are. That's got to be crazy.
Just the cost of building materials to build it would be just astronomical right now. I mean, purchasing one is definitely the only real logical way to do it right now.
Yeah, when Millennium Print Group was the group that when I did my How Pokemon Cards Were Made video, it's my most popular video on my channel. I was watching that footage that they used on all the stock photos. It's on their website, Millennium Print Group's website. It's like their little roll that they use, and it has Pokemon on it. And at the time when I looked up that video, I think those print machines, and they have I think they said they have 6 of them. They're each like $750,000 just for the printers, not the cutters, not the everything else, just those big inkwell print machines. And I'm sure they've probably doubled in price since then with the price of everything. And trying to get your hands on those alone probably would be super expensive. So yeah, just buy out a company that already exists, has it all. It makes sense.
It's got to be cheaper. Yeah, them piecing it all together. You're talking about the machine, the real estate, and trying to find the staff. I mean, the staff is like a whole other level right now, I'm sure, too. That's not a 3-person setup, is it?
No.
It's been quite a few people putting those things to throwing dice in boxes.
Mm-hmm. Well, the other part of it is, too, is you think about it, once a printing company gets wind that you're starting to build your own, that also runs into a logistical issue where some of the other companies might not renew contracts, and then you're going to run out of printers while you're trying to get your own printing facility up, which also puts you at the disadvantage of how do we get our product out the door if we don't have a printing company that'll take us on knowing that we're building our own. So, yeah, there'd be a lot of issues for Pokemon at the size that they are to try and pull that off, to build their own facility, from scratch in order to do that. But that, and could you imagine the original quality control issues you might be seeing as they get set up? And actually start going in their
Yeah.
first production runs, I mean,
Oh yeah,
it
things
would get
walking out the
crazy.
door. And, yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
The good thing is too that they're going to be up and running probably pretty quick. Like it's not like they need to bring any staff or set any equipment up or anything. Like the transition should be fairly smooth if they're just buying the full setup. So
Yeah.
I don't think it should negatively in any sense, affect a set. I don't know what the first set will be with them at the helm, because I know they're normally printing a few months out, right? So
I would think it'd be the first holiday set coming up in June might be the one they'd be starting. Wouldn't they be getting ready to start printing that, Mason? Time frame wise?
may already be.
Yeah, they're probably doing
Pokemon Go.
yeah, Pokemon Go is probably in production now.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, that's summer. So they may be not quite there yet, but yeah, it's all probably in the works for sure.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna see much change. At least for the first year here or a couple years, I don't think we're gonna see much change. Maybe if Pokemon continues to cool down to where they're not trying to always keep up with these big sets, and try and keep up with all this production, they might start working on quality, because I definitely like to see some quality like we see in Japan products. I mean, it'd be nice to actually know that you're going to get promos that you could actually want to keep and not be way off the center, and actually get your first cards that are nice clean edges and not. Because I remember Chilling Reign, I remember doing videos when that came out. I used to always compare it to remember Jungle Mason when you used to open that back in the day with all the white flakes and stuff inside the packs?
Yeah.
I mean, we always said it looked like you used the buzzsaw to cut the thing and not an actual knife.
Yeah, I mean, then you had Shining Fates with all those issues as well, where they had edge wear out of other packs and stuff like that. So I mean, nothing's changed there, but yeah, the Japanese printing definitely. And I know both you guys are in Pokenomics Discord.
Yep.
Well, we talked about the different printing styles that between Japan and English printing. Somebody had posted an Elisa Sparkle secret, and I had Elisa Sparkle in my store that I compared, and we were able to tell that the texturing is obviously it's not even, it has to be a different process entirely.
Yeah.
From what they're doing here, because it just is not the same look. The card style is not the same. I mean, it's not a matter of them just erasing the Japanese text and typing the English names. There's something fundamentally different about the cards being produced, which is an interesting thing. But obviously, if you're going to buy out a print group, you're not going to replace all those machines with the machines they have in Japan. You're going to keep what they got. So this, again, they are made differently. They have to be made differently than the Japanese, or at least on different machines. So yeah, I don't think we're going to see automatically Japanese quality cards here anytime soon.
Yeah. I mean, also, future designs when they start changing things up and mess around with it. It's
yeah,
it's interesting. I'm curious if, so I know this is kind of like slightly off topic, but it is related. I'm curious with the Fanatics thing. So Pokemon's just bought a printer. Are they buying a printing company, or are they buying a printer for Pokemon cards? Because if they're buying a printing company, like, are they gonna try and deepen further relations with other TCGs and take on that? Like, there's some level of bias with Priority Today, I'm sure, on like what gets printed and how much and stuff. I'm curious what it's going to do with those stuff. And we've got Fanatics that's like going to go crazy for sports cards soon. That's a couple of years around the corner, however long it is that their license kicks in. It's interesting to me. Like, if I was another TCG using Millennium, I'd be a little nervous.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, I'm sure Pokemon gets first dibs.
Yeah,
pretty much guaranteed.
Oh yeah. I mean, if they're trying to keep timelines, it's definitely going to make them fairly nervous at the end of the day, because if Pokemon's trying to make a deadline and you're trying to make a deadline, Pokemon's going to take priority. So you're going to be out of luck for making your priority line if that's the case.
Right. Yeah. Hey, maybe we'll get a Evolving Skies reprint sooner than later. Then.
Yeah. I was going to
Someone
ask
said
you,
it.
Mason, if you've heard anything, but obviously not.
Have I heard anything? No, I haven't heard anything. No word on the street. We just got Vivid Voltage ETBs.
Yep.
That fabled reprint, and then that got delayed even further. But we finally got some good quality or good quantity of stock of that. I got Darkness Ablaze ETBs right now in good stock. It's like I don't know what year it is because I got more ETBs for these older sets than I do of Brilliant Stars coming. So yeah, it's that's kind of rough in that regard. But yeah, I've not heard anything about Evolving Skies or Brilliant Stars getting a reprint yet. I am surprised the boxes are holding as low as they are. I'll be completely honest.
Well,
for Brilliant Stars.
I just got from our distributor, or my friend's distributor said May we're getting Brilliant Stars. They're predicting ETBs and booster boxes.
Yeah. I have not had anybody reach out to me and ask for numbers on any sort of Brilliant Stars.
Huh.
Normally I have like a month before I'll have because I work with a bunch of distributors that do everything differently, but at least my main guys, they're pretty Southern is who I use mainly, and they don't really do that kind of pre-order for waves. But I have other people that do. Definitely, they allocate me something out of a wave and then ask if I want to take it. And I haven't had anybody reach out with me with anything about Brilliant Stars. So I kind of get a little bit of a forewarning when that happens because that means they got wind of it and they're putting their orders in, and then I'll see it a couple weeks later. So yeah. I would safely say it's not going to be the first week of May because I would already have some sort of wind on it. But could it happen? Absolutely. But yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was just curious because I just know I don't actually buy product from a distributor. I just have a friend that works there at the one here in Middleton, Wisconsin. And he said that they have gotten word from the printing company that they will be getting a reprint here in May.
Okay.
But
that's awesome.
He didn't, like I said, he didn't say numbers or anything like that though. So maybe that's right. Maybe they don't know numbers yet either. They might just be getting told it's coming.
Exactly. That's probably what it is. And like I said, they reach out to us to get numbers from stores or buyer, people that buy it from them, and then they'll tell Pokemon, "Hey, I need this much." So that's typically what happens, even after initial release.
Okay.
And did you get Astral numbers? Getting a decent allocation for that?
Yeah, I've got Astral numbers. It's weird. I only have it for my main distributor. I only have it from Southern, but I got cut on booster boxes. Was the only thing I really got majorly cut on, and it was I got cut by a third of what I asked for, right around. So
not too bad.
Well, no, it's not terrible. But I did a video on this recently. I think it was the last video I did, but they told me they're hoping to meet allocation numbers all on the initial release. So it's not going to be a wave system, at least for these guys that I'm using. They're going to try to meet all the allocation numbers that they have currently with the stuff on release. So that's new. That's different.
So maybe the end of the wave system as we know it, potentially.
It certainly seems that way. We always see things always come in waves, but they, we just never get forecasted it like the way that they've been doing it with the allocations and stuff like that. They don't say, okay, I'm going to get you 80% now, and then I'm going to get you the other 20% in wave 2 or whatever. Normally it's all, we'll see what shows up. I don't know. And that seems to be what we're doing and getting down the road. So that's a return to how things used to be is really what we're doing. So that's That's nice. It's something that and I talked in my video. I kind of like the wave system because it kind of gives you a little buffer of getting product and it
Mhm.
doesn't get blown out immediately. And that also keeps prices pretty healthy and supplemented because not everybody's getting all their stuff and they're not dumping it on every channel imaginable to get their money back right away. So we'll see how the market reacts to having a majority of the product all at once. And we're going to see what people will respond to it, and if it doesn't immediately go to $90 a box on release. But we'll see. I know that's a lot of stores. I know a lot of stores are saying they have not been cut this bad on initial releases ever compared to the numbers they put in. So I've
Wow.
heard that too from other people. So I don't know. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be interesting.
I mean, I want to talk on the hype too, because I feel like people were really hyping up Brilliant Stars. There was like a lot of chatter and a lot of excitement, because it was a little bit so much different from Fusion Strike. It was a little bit of a wait leading up to it. Excuse me. And then Astral Radiance, like I've heard comments, I've heard people talking about it, but like I haven't heard much like crazy hype excitement about it. So I'm hoping people do get a bit more excited because I think it looks fantastic. I'm expecting some pretty cool cards in it. I can't wait to get hold of that Hoot Hoot from it
Mm.
on mine. I'm buzzing
Yeah.
to get that.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have like any like huge hitting cards. There's good playable stuff in it, which is good. There's always a couple good meta cards in sets. So and the set has some really good meta shaking stuff for that. But that's playable stuff that really doesn't dictate prices or hype really out of the gate. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good set. I think it's good because it has a tie-in with the Legends Arceus game. I think it's there's got a lot of people that maybe haven't even bought Pokemon cards in a while, and they're like, "Oh shoot, this is from the game. That's my Pokemon I had as a starter." And I think people are gonna want and pick up some stuff casually. And I think it's gonna be with the Trainer Gallery again. You're gonna see a lot of casual collectors, casual buyers coming in, buying packs here and there. A lot of people just love to open packs with the Trainer Gallery stuff because it gives you so much incentive, and the gamble isn't as strong with something like Fusion Strike, where unless you get like 6 cards, it's like, okay, great, I didn't want this. Trainer Gallery stuff, I think just the Trainer Gallery stuff is so awesome, and there's a lot of good Trainer Gallery stuff in this next set. And we'll see where they put those Radiant Pokemon, because those have to come out, and those probably will be in the same kind of slot, kind of like with the Black and Gold Bears came in. They'll probably be in the same way in the Trainer Gallery, but kind of just thrown in there. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good set. I think when we get closer, we start seeing people and pre-release get closer, and people start maybe opening it, and we know a little bit more what's in the actual set. I think people will get excited about it.
I think the Misty Stormy floating in the pool. Hope if that hits, I think that one's going to be a massive one. That's going to be a big lover. I think who will probably get a bit of love. There's a couple in there. There's just a couple of cool artwork, like just for the cool art, just how they look. I definitely think there's going to be some excitement. But kind of like
did you see the Machamp alt?
Yeah,
where he's like going through the village and he's carrying all his stuff because he's got all his arms.
It's like walking
He had
through like
all
a
his extra
market or
arms.
whatever.
It's really cool. I mean, this is cool stuff. That's again unique. Like I don't say realistic, but like like Pokemon being used a la like Detective Pikachu, where they're doing jobs and stuff. Like I think it's cool.
Thrifty, obviously the big one. Hopefully Leon with Charizard when he's on the kind of sofa or something, like messing around. I think that's a big one.
Yeah, if they threw that in there, that'd be a good move for sure.
Red Pikachu, that's selling very well in Japanese right now. Yeah. Like been outbid on every one I've tried to get.
I could tell you if I had a Japanese one though, I would be looking. If I pulled it, I'd probably be looking at selling it before the English hits, because usually when English hits, we start to see pretty good hit on the Japanese market stuff for that.
Yeah, and they always whatever they toss in there, they always toss in a few extra little spicy bits that are not expected just because they have to get it into the standard rotation of play. So a lot of
Yep.
those unique cards, like like that Leon, is that the Leon trainer? Is it the trainer like full art, or is it of a Charizard? It's of Leon, right?
It's Leon holding. There's Leon holding Charizard is the one. He's kind of Charizard's laying his head in his lap is one of them.
Yeah. Is
It's
it a supporter card though, or is it for a Charizard
No.
card?
It's a Charizard. Yeah,
It's a
Oh.
Charizard card.
trainer card, but it is actually Charizard.
If I remember right, it's actually
gotta
I'd
look
have
at
to look, but I think
Yeah, I
it's
gotta look at
I think it's actually playable as a Pokemon, not as a trainer. But I could be wrong. I don't remember because I know
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
look it
didn't
up.
get it. I did not pull that one in Japanese, so I don't remember for sure.
Yes, it is the Charizard. Okay. I mean, if they threw that in there, yeah, that'd be
Spicy.
probably all it would take to kick that set up a little notch there.
See, I'm kind of out on it because I've made a commitment to myself since Brilliant Stars that I will not be looking at sets ahead of time. I
Fair
did that
chance.
through all of 2021, and I said I was so burnt out on a set when it got released that I really didn't even care. And actually, Brilliant Stars, I didn't look at go through all the stuff. I saw the basic cards, come through Poke Beach and things like that. It's impossible to avoid it on all the channels going on, but even
Yeah.
like Rev and Leonhardt were doing their pre-box openings and everything, and I stayed away from them. I didn't want to see what was in the set.
Yeah.
I actually had a lot of fun just opening Brilliant Stars and seeing the cards, almost all of them for the first time. And I'm kind of going with that philosophy on sets now, I think. I like the channel. I like the market analysis. I like looking at the cards and actually kind of breaking them down for what they are, playability, all the stuff. But on the other hand, I still want to have fun in a TCG. And if I'm not having fun opening the cards anymore, then it's going to get old pretty quick. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a giver. It's kind of a trade-off. Definitely.
Yeah, I watched a channel. It's called OKJ Love. You guys familiar with OKJ Love? He's Australian, and
No.
No.
he knows Japanese, so he reads he's a Japanese card collector. And he always gets
Mhm.
all the sets early, and he goes through and he opens them up, and he's always he knows all the artists, and he knows a lot about Japanese culture. So all these artists that they use from Japan, he knows their tie-ins. So he's like, oh, this one's an anime illustrator, and they're getting a lot of higher caliber, artists making Pokemon cards now.
Hmm.
Like Sao Sao has always been everybody loves Sao Sao stuff, but
Yeah.
Sao Sao is putting out an Eevee in this next set. There's an Eevee, a Sao Sao Eevee in the next set, and there's a lot of nicer illustrated. I think oh god, what's her name? The the Pearl Clan leader, whatever her name is, I forgot, from the game. She was drawn by an anime illustrator, so it's like a very expensive touted card over there right now because it's that guy's
Wow.
art. So there's a lot of cool stuff like that Pokemon's doing. A lot of other animators getting in and animating on cards, which I think makes it a little more spicy too, because we're getting such a good variety of art now. And even he always goes through and looks at even the commons and talks about the artists, and and he the Ponyta and Rapidash in this next set is amazing. I love it. They're just so drawn and so uniquely illustrated. And then you got the Sao Sao Eevee. I mean, there's a lot of good, just regular base common and uncommon stuff that is still banger cards too. So
That's awesome.
as far as art go, I think we're still in premium age of Pokemon art right now on cards, because all of it is top tier, obviously.
Never been better
Yeah.
in my eyes. Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
I'm 100% there with you. It's funny because you've got that nostalgia kind of feeling from base set, the real original ones, and they're not that fantastic. Some of the artwork, in those few what's the sets, they're not all wow, this is incredible art.
Ponyta on the Windows background.
Yeah, you wouldn't describe it as actual artwork. It's not something you want
Correct,
to
yeah.
frame and an artist would put up. But there's some cards now that I genuinely look at and I think that's a piece of art. An
Yeah,
artist.
I want to frame
literally
that and
drew
put that up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I was joking about Hoot Hoot, but I mean, like that is ridiculous.
You just want to make a big jumbo of that and frame it on your wall.
Can you imagine that as a poster?
Yeah, I can.
Hey,
Oh my
Mason, there's your next playmats.
Look, I mean, I wish
my
Pokemon
gosh.
would do that.
I know. I wish they would do
Pokemon is
some.
yeah, Pokemon's. I can talk about the whole playmat situation too if you really wanted to get into that kind of stuff because I know
Yeah,
a little bit about
let's do
that.
it.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah,
So,
playmats.
so Ultra Pro has exclusive licensing with Pokemon to make their stuff, but Pokemon will not give them creative license to use the artists' renderings of stuff on their car or on their displays.
Right.
Because the Pokemon company in Japan owns that stuff. The Ultra Pro license is with the international Pokemon company. So for whatever reason, they can't use any illustrations from cards or from artists of the card art. All that stuff, and Pokemon Center in Japan always gets the really good, awesome art and creative art and art from cards and all that stuff. Well, that's because Pokemon Center, the company, the umbrella branch arm of whatever the Pokemon company is, that is Pokemon Center, they're not going to step on their own stuff and let Ultra Pro make their stuff. So they gotta. So that's why Ultra Pro always has just plain looking stuff and just have like a generic Arita art of a Pokemon because that's why.
Yeah, because it's over 17 years old and it's fine to use it without the copyright infringement stuff. Yeah, it makes sense. Because I've always wondered why the Ultra Pro stuff. I mean, you would think that every set that came out, they would almost come out with a set of playmats, binders.
Exactly.
Because I always said, I wish they made a binder that, an Ultra Pro binder that actually had like the set logo and maybe the characters on the binder of like the big characters of them.
Yeah.
So like Fusion Strike would have Mew and Gengar and all the, like the artwork from it on the Ultra Pro, binder.
Yeah.
Did you get a Pokeball?
Yeah, it's all like that stock images of like official art of Pokemon because they don't want to step on the toes of their own company of Pokemon Center.
I'm glad you said that because I think subconsciously I'd noticed it, but I don't think I'd consciously thought about that.
And they're also contracted that they won't sell that stuff to the English market. Ultra Pro has that in their contract that only they can sell that to the English market. So that's why we'll never have beautiful stuff unless it's.
Will we? Is there an expiration on that? Maybe.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't have no idea. But that is why it currently exists.
Something.
Yeah, that's why it currently exists how it is. Yeah, so something expires. Yeah, that's why. Pokemon Center in America has some decent stuff, and I buy playmats and stock it in my store sometimes just because the art's cool and unique. But yeah, the stuff in Japan always blows Pokemon Center stuff in English out of the water. They always have amazing stuff, and it sucks.
Yeah. Now that I got the I've been looking at the Pokemon Center Japan because now I got the sub or what the heck's their site? Whatever the sites are where you can actually go into the Japanese marketplace now. I can go check out some of those sites. And yeah, Japanese Pokemon Center is just
next level
compared to the products that they have on there are just absolutely crazy compared to what we have here.
And all kinds of different stuff, like different not even like card related stuff, just like all kinds of just crazy stuff. Yep.
In stock too.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Actually have it in stock was great.
Yeah, there's a huge market out there for people that import Japanese Pokemon Center stuff, like military overseas that are stationed in Japan. They'll ship it because they get shipping rates to America, like they're in America. So they'll ship all that stuff overseas and sell it to companies. Yeah,
no.
That's the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Sure is.
Know that.
Yep. So a lot of those guys, that they're big nerds and they're anime fan, they'll ship all that stuff because they can use USPS for shipping from their base and get cheap rates and ship giant boxes of product back to like LGS. Is it? That's a thing. Mm-hmm. Yes.
You just said that, and I remember Echo Base Collectibles. He was talking about he has a lot of military people on his Whatnot streams jumping in there buying stuff. Wonder if that's a similar thing. Like it works out cheaper for them to buy through there instead of. Yeah, they could just ship direct America to America, I guess, with that. But
Yeah, you don't
Yep.
have to use the outside shipping change like DHL or any of those other ones, which charge the premium to go through the ports of entry and the tariff fees and everything else that goes along with it.
Mhm.
That's very interesting.
So yeah, see, I'm dropping all kinds of little weird tidbits I got.
Mason's in the know. I'm always learning.
Look,
every week.
I mean,
You have to be. You're always learning something new every day, or you're not doing it right.
see, it's and people say I shouldn't even channel. Look, see, secret stuff up here.
Please.
Please.
Dingbats will say anything about anyone nowadays. People just want to. It's driving me crazy. There's been a lot of hate this week. I've seen a lot of weird comments on people's YouTube this week about stuff, and
Yeah, I haven't
everyone
noticed,
just
huh?
needs. I have, and I think we just need to chill a little bit. I think some people are a little bit too emotional about Pokemon cards sometimes. We gotta enjoy it, right? It's fun.
I enjoy it. I think it's awesome.
Same. I'm right there with you.
I absolutely love it, Pokemon. I mean, it's just this week for whatever reason, it must be the moon cycle or something, but everybody's kind of on edge about things this week.
Bring it back. Bring it back, Northwoods. Bring it back.
Did I lose you?
No,
Nope,
yeah, you
he's
froze
back.
just a little bit.
There he is.
You gotta repeat what you said.
Okay. I just said, I love Pokemon, and it just seems like it must be like a lunar cycle or something right now, because like you said, this week, it's like no matter what channel you go on, boy, everybody is just edgy.
Yeah.
And they're taking everything in a negative light. They're not taking it in a normal context like we normally do. It's like everybody just instantly goes to the worst case scenario on everything that they're doing right now. It's like, it's weird. This week has just been kind of vicious.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we still keep it positive. I think it's. You guys want to talk about? Do you guys see the fan submission art? Do you guys look at that at all? Do you pay attention to it?
I was looking at a couple on was it PCTGO? I think he did a video on it. I was looking at a couple of them,
Yep.
and
Yeah, it's like a week or two old now, but
yeah, that's the only one that I saw. I haven't dived into it on the actual site yet. I was gonna
that was
do
the
it,
last ones I
but
saw too.
You were gonna do it? What?
I nearly did it. I was gonna do I peeked you, obviously. I was gonna do a couple of different like ideas, but I'm not like great. Like I'm not like good at
Hold
drawing.
on,
I was just
hold
gonna
on,
do
hold
it
on,
for
hold
the
on, hold
fun
on.
of it.
Do you have like examples of stuff you drew? Have you drawn Pokemon before?
Not like I'm trying to think.
Be careful what you choose next,
Like
because
sketch.
that is going to dictate what I ask you in a second.
I don't think I have anything handy. I think it's in my daughter. My daughter's got like a stack of like coloring books and notepads and stuff, and I like doodle and draw and sketch and stuff in there sometimes, but nothing like. I'm not an artist. If like, please don't feel like
but
I'm
you must
saying that.
you must think you're pretty good if you're thinking about submitting art to
Yeah.
Pokemon.
For the fun of it. Yeah, I mean,
okay.
I don't know. I
My
would
art skill-
if I was at this. If I was at the Sydney Opera House and someone said, "Do you want to sing in front of everyone?" I can't sing. I sound like drowning cats, but I'd do it just for the opportunity of singing at the Sydney Opera House.
Okay.
So, what's your plan?
I just wanted to see if you were gonna like screen share some art, or maybe you had like a scan or something that you had that
Oh my
you
God.
could show us.
I don't think I have anything handy.
Okay.
I've never took it seriously.
Okay.
Maybe I should draw you something. Maybe I should do something.
We see. I'm just sitting there doodling away for the rest of the live stream.
You know what's a really good thing to do if for those of you that do like sketching and like drawing and stuff and playing with artwork, especially Pokemon artwork, is grabbing full art trainer cards and like trying to sketch that, because they look real simple to sketch and try and copy and try and draw those trainers. They're not. They're pretty tricky. Like it's
Yeah.
they are a lot trickier than they look. I tried Aroma Lady, because that's like such a cute one where she's like flowing to the side and there's like a little flower and long hair, and I mean she looked like Walmart lady. Like it did not come out good at all. It was not a Roma lady. There was no Roma around it all. It was definitely.
She went to
modified.
Opal in one foul swoop, huh?
Oh my god! Seriously, it was. Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to get a gauge on it, just see how, how it would look, your take on it.
I'll do some. I'll throw something together. I've probably got a couple of things that I've drawn. I could probably find some.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't draw. I do graph statistics. I do all that kind of fun stuff. I don't draw anything. It never turns out anywhere with what I imagined, so I just gave up on that a long time ago. My kids probably do better drawing art than I do. I'll have stick figure Pikachu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work with data a lot through the day. My teams are data, like definitely data heavy on the kind of stuff that we do, and it's hard in that sense because I was a chef. That's what I used to do. I used to run restaurants. I used to be a head chef, and that's where my kind of like my passion was. So there was a little bit of creativity there, That was kind of like
what
my old life.
What is you draw? You're a chef. You're English. You're good looking. Yep. What else? What else can you just throw at us while we're here? Just
hey, good looking. What was it? What did I think he called me? I think he said it had sexiness. I think was what it was.
He's gonna drop his fan only account inside the chat here by the end.
No one's after me for that stuff. Trust me.
So,
man, is that a UPC behind you? What's that box?
That right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he's
flexing. That's so cool. That's like the one thing that I just know is going to be gold dust.
I also have a bottle of Tide right there. Is that flexing to you? I mean, I don't know what. I don't know what. What do you want from me?
I can do your laundry and show you a really expensive Pokemon box.
Right. Yeah.
I love it.
You got a guitar over there. You can play guitar even. Look, you're just a man of talent.
With harmonica. I play
harmonica. What?
Yeah, a little bit.
Look at you.
I'm not great.
He's a one-man band.
Learning a few different languages.
Here I am sitting here with.
I'm just kind of all over the place.
Outside.
I mean, that's fine.
I'm just. I think what it is that I'm interested in a lot of stuff. But yes, man. Like I say yes to everything. Like I want to get involved and be in everything.
Okay.
And I think that like just kind of opens you up to like tinkering with a lot of stuff. Like you end being involved in a lot of different things. Pokemon's one of many things that I'm interested in.
Mason's got a cat crawling around behind him.
I got so many cats, man. I got 4 cats around here. It's too many damn cats. Too many.
So Mason,
one for each arm on one leg.
What? Never mind. Yes.
Don't ask.
I don't pass.
What do you think about the new Pokemon Go set? What's your feelings on?
Oh yeah. So I don't know if you guys knew, but in the if I could speak, the European International competition for Pokemon was this weekend. Yeah. And they have a video game competition, they have TCG competition, and they have Pokemon Go competitive battling. I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know people did that. But yeah, it's alongside with all the TCG and the video game, they have Pokemon Go where you could battle with teams, and there's a meta, and it was actually I actually watched a little bit on it. It's very interesting. So I didn't know that was a thing, but I do know that Pokemon Go is still very popular. I see people with it and playing it all the time. When I worked at the airport, there's people always on Pokemon Go. So yeah, I think it's a good set. That's a good idea. It's maybe a year or two too late to capture on, maybe or 5, on the real peak of that. But I think again, if they market it to casual collectors, and I'm surely it's not going to be anything competitive viable anyways, but I think it's going to be a good, interesting set that people will gravitate to and want to buy. Again, casually for people that collect. I think it's really a good move. It's good. I mean, you have this strong, still super strong IP. Why not use it? Why not make things from that game and try to capture and cross pollinate, cross markets together and get people that maybe wouldn't have bought a Pokemon Unite version of the TCG or something, like do all that stuff. Like, why not? Like, that makes sense.
The closest thing I think when I think of this Pokemon Go set, I think of the Detective Pikachu set.
Sure. Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be very similar to, like, it's cool. There's like cool Pokemon and there's going to be, awesome artwork and stuff. It's going to be like, in demand. People are going to want it, but definitely like a niche little niche going on there where it's like a very specific set that I don't know if I've seen many people play with Detective Pikachu cards. Like, I don't know if I've seen much of that. I'm sure there's maybe some practicality with it somewhere, but yeah, it's like more of like just the fun of the cards and it's its own little thing. That's kind of like how I'm viewing it, but I'm excited for it. I mean that in a good way. I've got Detective Pikachu cards. I definitely think that there's fun there.
Yeah, I mean I think Mason's right on it. I think that they're trying to bring in maybe a little bit of that niche market into the Pokemon TCG, the actual gameplay, get them out of the. It's an opportunity I could see, like, get them to cross over and maybe take a look at the actual TCG game, because I know a lot of people that play Pokemon Go have never looked at Pokemon cards, never really been interested in them. Yeah. So I can see it as being a really good opportunity, like Mason said, to get that little bit of a crossover, to get that other group in and really get them interested in the Pokemon cards. Actually get them to look at the cards themselves and maybe look at the actual game instead of just the actual Pokemon Go. Because the player versus player is fun. I've done that I play Pokemon Go and I've used player versus player. So it's kind of interesting they actually had a tournament at the card tournament.
It was the first time that had been a thing, and again, I saw that and I was like, man, that's probably interesting. But they still have Pokken tournaments as well. So they have the Tekken Pokemon version games. They had championships for that as well. So they had all 4 of these games going at once, and it was neat. It was cool. It was fun to see that going on.
Do the speed run for Pokemon Yellow or Pokemon Blue.
I mean, they do. Yeah, they do. This is my video game part of my business coming out. Games Done Quick is like a big popular Twitch channel, and they do stuff like that all the time.
That's where I think I actually saw them, where they were like beating Pokemon Red and Blue in like 5.5 minutes or 6 minutes.
Yeah, something ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick.
How much of my childhood I devoted to Pokemon Yellow to complete that game?
Yeah.
12 minutes.
I think I looked. So I got that simulator on my phone where I got Pokemon Yellow and one of the Game Boy simulators on an app on my phone. So I played Pokemon Yellow. Yeah, they make a simulator for your phone where you can actually play the old Game Boy games.
Shut up.
So I played Pokemon Yellow just like I did back in the day, and I think I've got like 50 hours into it right now, and I'm not.
No way.
It's stupid how much time I got in that game. If you actually, they cheat. I think that it's not really a cheat, but he actually just starts out with the bigger end Pokemon, so the evolution lines usually. From what I've seen, he always starts off with like Mewtwo, or he starts off with one of the Mewtwo. I think is the fastest one you can get through the.
That makes more sense, yeah.
Yeah, they still got to run and go get all the badges, so they got to run around the map and get the badges and then go through the thing.
Better be quick as well.
But still, do it 5.5 minutes, even getting all the badges from the gym leaders. One wrong move, there's no way you're making time.
I spent more than that just trying to get out of that freaking cave. When I got stuck in that cave and it was like dog. Like that. I spent more than 5 minutes just trying to get out of that bloody place.
I remember as a kid from not knowing in the cave you're supposed to get that light or whatever it is. You go in the first cave blind and you just kind of keep walking around.
Yeah, you had to teach a Pokemon Flash or something, right?
Flash, yeah. If you don't have Flash, you go into the cave and you're just completely black and you're like bouncing around until you find where you're going.
I feel like I did that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did that too, and then learned after.
Yeah, that there's Flash and it actually lights up the cave so you can see where everything is.
That's nuts. Yeah, you know what I want to see from that Pokemon Go set is some really cool like boxes, like some really cool like sealed stuff. Because like Detective Pikachu did that too. You know, they did Pikachu up against the brick wall. You know, visually looks pretty cool and awesome. There's a couple of nice promos and stuff, and I think they could have some fun with it. I'm excited to see like what they do outside of the cards too. You know, and how they market it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be a fine, good set, and obviously, depending on what they throw in there, it's gonna be a nice set that, again, a lot of casual collecting based stuff, unless they do something crazy and like, shoot, I don't know, maybe like put in item cards that you can actually use in the game and you scan it with your phone.
Oh yeah.
They had what's the professor's name from Pokemon Go? What's his name? You guys know?
Oh, I can't. I don't remember his name.
I don't remember his name. But he had a trading card that had a code on it, and you could actually use that in the game, and it did something special. So why not have I don't remember Pokemon Go incense thing, and you scan the card, and it gives you an incense in the Pokemon Go game. Wouldn't that be something neat they could do?
Give us a Master Ball one time, and
sure,
a code for a Master Ball in Pokemon Go.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. That'd be cool.
That way you do run into one of the legendary Pokemon, you can just...
Willow. Derek got it. That was driving me crazy.
Willow. Yep, Derek got it.
Willow.
Yeah, there's Professor Willow with has a little unique number on it. So that'd be something cool if they did something like that.
Scannable.
Or make them like the e-readers. I was gonna say make them like the e-readers. Scan the Pokemon into your
similar to the e-reader
Pokemon Go game. So you get the better, the high-end cards, you could scan them in and put a little QR code on the bottom corner.
I think that might be high hopes.
You think so?
I think I want that. Like I truly want them to do that, but I think it may be like one in a whole box or something. Like I don't think they're gonna do that in packs or anything. And I feel like it probably won't be anything too exciting. I feel like it'll be like Professor Willow. I feel like it won't be anything like that, like crazy, if they do it. And I don't know why. I hate to sound pessimistic, but
yeah, I just.
You don't think they'd have like a scannable where it gives you like a special hat or something in the game or something like that?
Something super chill, like
something in the ETB, like a code card in the ETB. You could scan it and get an apparel.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We don't know what's going to be in it because
this
is one of the sets that is it actually releases at the same time or very similar close windows of time to in English and then in Japan. So we don't know what's going to be in it or what's special about it.
And they might do something slightly different from the English or Japan because
they can.
Well, they can, and it's completely different markets. I mean, what you're looking at for Pokemon Go and that is going to be different.
Yep.
What'd you do? Get flashbang, Mason?
What do you mean?
Your whole
I know. I went from a black background to a white thing because I was looking at the.
Boom.
Sorry.
He's playing Call of Duty. He's just not telling us. Little WASDs sitting there over. Got flashbanged.
I could have.
I got that new Call of Duty when it came out. It's absolute garbage. I would much rather play Pokemon Yellow on an emulator if I can figure that out. I'll tell you.
Someone's
gonna be downloading an emulator when he gets off of the.
Yeah, I gotta figure that out. That's gonna drive me nuts until I get that going.
You are an IT guy, aren't you? Like, how do you not know?
I mean, yeah.
What do you mean? Like,
I didn't know there was a Pokemon emulator though. I didn't know like I could
So you gotta
emulate
just
Pokemon
go.
games in there.
Yeah, you just got to go on like Google or I don't know if you got Google or Apple, but go to the Apple Store, look up a emulator, and then go into your Google or Safari and type into the search, Pokemon Yellow for emulator, and you just download it on your phone.
Easy
I mean, I was
peasy.
playing Mario Brothers the other day on it.
Yeah, sweet.
Sweet.
It's pretty sweet.
But so Mason, what do you see going through your store right now for sales?
I see for sales.
A lot of vintage, modern, middle ground. I mean, are you seeing anything that's standing out particularly odd?
So we are in a weird phase right now because I don't know how much you guys even care, but we're going away from a point of sale system that is for like card stores, and we're going to a more versatile, but allows for multiple locations and more customizable sales metrics that we can do that is away from what we're doing currently. So we went with our card singles, we were doing just TCG Player, and they have like a kiosk, in-store kiosk system that you can go and you can search through a database of the cards that are just in that store and buy that way. So that's what we're doing and transitioning to. So that's been a hell of a time to adjust to that and try to get our inventory migrated over there, because obviously we have our existing inventory. Basically, we export that from what we have it in, then import it into a TCG Player, which was complicated and not a one-to-one thing. But I have somebody that's very good and knows what he's doing with all that, CSVs and stuff. So that's I pay him to do it. He's good. But the amount of sales that we saw when we flipped the switch, because TCG Player is the largest marketplace for trading cards outside of like eBay, obviously. So yeah, we flipped the switch, and then we had like 200 orders in a day of just like, and we thought we were being cautious and putting it above market price, and it still blew out my inventory. So it's got a learning curve to it. And then we put our 130,000 individual different varieties of Magic cards on there. Now we have 200,000 products on TCG Player, and you can only imagine what we got hit with. We flipped the switch on Magic.
Oh no!
So yeah, my guys have been doing like 1,100 TCG Player orders in the past 3 days. So that's a thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mason, that's crazy.
I mean, they're doing it, not me. I don't care. No, I sympathize, definitely.
It's not me.
But so everything I'm seeing everything sell right now.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Before that, I had a lot of people were looking like they were completing sets. So I'd have a lot of good, like the expensive alt arts from Evolving Skies have always been super strong sellers, just because people are tired of trying to pull them. And especially as these sets get more and more expensive, they just say, screw it, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to buy the card. Screw it. So even for like Brilliant Stars and stuff and the Trainer Gallery, you can open packs and maybe not pull a Trainer Gallery card, just because some of them are pretty hard to pull.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing a lot of people just going after those unique cards, those interesting cards, full arts and the rainbows and stuff like that, that I'm just seeing more and more of people that are clearly going, look, I've opened up enough packs, I'm done. I just want to buy the cards and say screw it.
Yep.
So there's a lot of that going on. And yeah, that's a big part of what drove our sales, was getting that type of higher level stuff and then seeing good return and flip over on that. But we'd have all this cheaper stuff sitting and the playable stuff sitting. But now that we've moved to TCG Player, it's just all going. Everything's going. So it's been an experience and fun to see all that.
Yeah, I was just
do its thing.
I was just curious how that was going, because I was just noticing that since we've got Worlds back, now we've got the actual tournament play on things.
Yeah.
Of course, I did the video where you kind of broke it down the first couple tournaments, and then I went through my bulk. Of course, sat here and went through all of my bulk because I was in idiot and didn't separate it by set or anything like that because I wasn't thinking that way during the last 2 years. So I had to go through every bit of my bulk and pull out all them tournament cards that are doing well. And I know if you put those tournament cards on there right now that are actually being used in players' decks, they are
They go. They go. Yep.
I mean, I was putting them over 20% over what the market value or no even recent sales on it, and they're gone. Especially Inteleon. I can't keep a Drizzle on my TCG player right now. I put a Drizzle up there with the ability. That sucker from Chilling Reign, it's gone 5 minutes, and it doesn't seem.
That's the thing is that those cards are moving so quickly. Even if you are above the market, when people go and if 4 people needed 4 play sets of that, that's 12 of those off the market gone.
Yeah,
and so it goes down the line of whatever the next highest price is, and you can definitely just get your inventory blown out. My case is looking terrible right now because of all this stuff that's sold.
It's empty.
All these expensive cards that are, super expensive, stonky, like the Rainbow from Brilliant Stars. I have a couple of those, but it's just, it looks bad. So we're still trying to tweak it to where we can actually keep
stuff.
But yeah, like you said, even for like the playable stuff, I had the last year's trainer toolkits, the big blue box that has packs in it, and then they have like a brick of playable stuff in it. You know what I'm talking about, Northwoods?
Yep, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
So I did the math, and if you break apart and list all those cards, on TCG Player, those boxes are $18 shipped. If you break them apart and sell the singles individually, you got 5 packs in there, so that's $16 right there.
Yep.
And then you have all the singles that are good playable stuff. Some of them are $1, some of them are 50 cents, some of them are a quarter, some of them they're all sellable cards, and you get 2 of each of those. You get the Crobat V, that's a good playable card. Those we sell Vs for like $2 a piece or whatever. Whatever they sell, they sell. Yeah. And so I'm looking at them like, okay, I can either dump these, even in my store if I want to sell them for $20, or I can break them apart, get the $16 in packs and the $20 in playable stuff. Why not just bust them? So I busted 60 of them and list all the singles. And of course, they're gone. They're gone. Yeah. The singles are gone. So I just have the packs left. I'm like, okay, this is different. I'm not used to this. Yeah. And they have like Vivid Voltage in there, and I think there's Evolving Skies in there. So there's good packs in there.
I was gonna say they were really decent packs. I remember inside of there. So yeah, I mean it's just interesting. Like I said, it's a new dynamic that we haven't had for 2 years.
Yeah.
And I remember 2019, I used to do that buy packs, or sell singles, and that singles market just disappeared. But then of course sealed and everything else went crazy, so it kind of just shifted. But now it's definitely giving the opportunities back that we definitely were missing for a little bit on those, especially if you're a small LGS or like me, you're just trying to do this on the side just as a hobby. It gave some great options back to be able to do this. My Inteleons that you pulled 12 reverses and 3 hollow extra Inteleons from Sword and Shield, gone. I mean, like you said, everything you list that's playable right now is just, you can't get it up fast enough.
Yeah. Yeah, because every weekend there's some big major tournament going on in the country right now, which is good to see. And people are traveling and playing, and when Salt Lake was one of the first big ones, and I had a couple people locally that went and traveled and went to Salt Lake, and Indy I think it might have been this weekend or maybe it's next weekend, one of the weekends here soon. And Indy's close, so I have a lot of local people that are building decks and fleshing them out and play testing and wanting to play and put in some time. So yeah, it's refreshing. Nice to see.
It is
nice.
It's actually nice to be able to see sanctioned tournaments back. Because I know even our local LGS now, Pokemon took off the restrictions where they can actually do the pre-release tournaments, and of course now they're doing sanctioned tournaments with the official back in the store, and actually doing things like that for local.
Yeah, I mean, it's part about it, and seeing people come back and then do that. I still have to go through all that bulk. You guys remember all those bulk boxes I have? I had in that video. I mean, how many Drizzols are probably in those boxes? You know, $4
If you
a
open
piece.
Chilling Rain, there's a ton of them.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
So I probably got $2,000 in Drizzols in those boxes.
Well, I was kind of laughing because I was looking at the price. So I was looking at the price. I could get some cases of Chilling Rain right now. I can still find them for about $85 a box, right? A booster box to $88 from the guy delivered to my hot place.
Yeah.
And I sat there and I was thinking, you know what? Even the Drizziles inside of there in the uncommon, it's just the uncommon. You can, in 36 packs, how many Drizziles is there a potential of in there? If I'm chasing the bigger cards for my set, there's an opportunity to almost break even on that box, or at least half that box, just on the Drizziles.
You'll probably get somewhere between 6 and 10, maybe in the packs.
I was figuring worst case 6, best case 8 was where I was at. But still, you figure 6 of them, and they're going for $4 to $6 a piece right now. I mean, you've covered almost over half the box just on the Drizziles.
Yeah, so I mean that's the kind of opportunities and the nice, kind of stuff that can happen with playable stuff, and stuff just takes off. Things get an index, and all these very, very good things, very common, commons or uncommons, trainers and stuff like that. That 90% of the decks out there play, and if you figure, people have 2 decks if you're playing seriously, and multiply that by how many people are playing, and it's we can deplete the market pretty good if all those people are wanting to build all at the same time.
And the numbers are pretty good at the tournament. Even at the Worlds, the numbers are fairly good for number of players in the tournaments also. So we're seeing decent turnouts at the actual, not at Worlds, but at the actual tournaments that are going on right now. Yeah. And the interest in it seems to be even locally. People are of course, that's what happens. I mean, people start copying those decks. They watch the tournament played and they see, an Arceus deck is doing really well. So they start buying an Arceus deck for themselves. And then they sometimes tweak, even I do it. You tweak a couple of the cards and see how it performs. And like you said, you test play and you sit there and try and see how it's going to perform. So yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Mason, he had many people. I know that question was about what are people buying. Have you had many people trying to offload stuff to you? Is people trying to sell stuff that were like maybe in it last year, or since Celebration or whatever, got product and they don't really want it? They were just hoping they'd make some money, and now they're trying to get that cash back.
Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing a little bit of that. Not here lately. Doesn't seem as much. But there has been definitely people that were like, all right, here's all my collection from the past 2 years. And, it's always the Darkness Ablaze to, I don't freaking know, Evolving Skies, whatever, that kind of range of stuff. And it's like, I'm done. And I've seen a lot of that stuff. People just dumping stuff like that. A lot of bulk, that same era of a lot of celebrations. Stuff getting turned in. So I'm seeing a lot of stuff like that. Yeah. And
so with a second store, I know we just kind of touched on it a little bit, but with the pre-release, you talked about a couple of weeks ago too. Are you hoping to do that at both locations? You think you'll be up and running, ready for Astral Radiance to get people in for release on that?
So currently, the restrictions on how, when, where, if you're already an established play Pokemon program, professor program, they've been kind of loose on, selling stuff or people actually playing or where you could play at and stuff like that. I think as we get closer, they probably won't do it for this set, but maybe a set down the road here, they're going to put those restrictions back in, because they used to be, you can't sell the kits and have people just walk away out with them, or at home pre-releases, stuff like that. There used to be a lot of more restrictions on stuff like that because they want people in the store playing. Like, that's the whole goal. I do too. But for people that didn't want or didn't feel comfortable doing that, there's been a lot of loosening of those types of restrictions. And like I was shipping pre-release kits, to both people locally and just people that just wanted to buy them. And if I have extra ones, maybe like I said, if people don't want to come out, I don't have as high as turnout as I normally do. So I've been selling a lot of them online, trying to sell them. And Pokemon's okay with you doing that. It's not me breaking any rules, but I wrote an email and made sure. They never explicitly said, but yes, they're okay with you shipping things and people taking them home. But yeah, officially, I would have to make that store a Play Pokemon location as well in order to do it and hold any sort of sanctioned events there. But everything's not sanctioned at the moment. There's not going to be sanctioned play until next year. So technically, yes, I could sell them there and have a pre-release there.
So it goes by location. I guess I was just thinking that like you're approved, so like
Right,
you could do it like wherever you wanted, kind of thing. But obviously, that's not the case. So yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I as what they call them, professors, or Pokemon professor, a tournament organizer. I as a tournament organizer can run leagues wherever, but I have to apply for that location to have league status because they have restrictions on where you can hold them and stuff like that. So, there's you can't just have a Play Pokemon in a bar, for example, because obviously, but they have restrictions like that, and they have to have you have to have a bathroom and so many tables and stuff like that. They do have restrictions and stuff like that. So, it's per location. It's not technically just I can run it wherever.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I will, and I would love to. If we're deciding if we want tables in there or not, we still haven't decided that. We're gonna see how much product we have, and if we have space to do it, I might throw a couple tables in there. The original plan was to not, but we're gonna see. We're gonna try.
It looked like a decent size from that video, but there's nothing in it, so it's like it's
well,
hard,
yeah, right.
It's hard to determine that, isn't it? It's gonna look big when there's nothing in it.
Right, we're gonna fill it up and be like, oh crap, what am I gonna do? All this stuff. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what how it fleshes out. Again, it's hard to know until I start putting stuff where I want it.
Yeah, that's always a trick. Once you get the layout, then it's gonna be fun. Trying to figure out
fun.
how you're gonna do that. Yeah, fun. That's the keyword.
3 months from now, it'll be fun. Right now, a week out, it's not very fun.
Are you gonna transfer some of that stuff over, like the bulk, your boxes, and just kind of like just kind of spread some of what you've got in the back end of the stuff? Are you gonna in the back rooms? You're gonna spread some of that over?
I might take some of the higher end stuff, like base set Charizard and stuff that I have laying around. I might take some over there, but with it not being a Play Store yet, we didn't have plans to do that. We were just gonna maybe have some cards, but have a smaller selection or just like higher end stuff, collectible as opposed to like playable stuff. So a lot of older stuff maybe, as far as selection wise, but we'll see how. We make plans, but they always change. I mean, that's like everything,
Yeah.
In this type of market, as things ebb and flow and things get popular and then fall out of popularity, you have to be able to pivot and move things and kind of change things up on the fly. So I don't say anything indefinite anymore.
I'm excited for you. Yeah, I'm excited for you. Northwoods, what you been buying? Have you been playing around with anything this past week or two?
Have I or Northwoods?
Northwoods.
Yep. Sorry about that. I was reading the chat.
Hey, you good?
What have you playing? What did you ask about?
I said, what have you been doing anything like purchase wise? Kind of getting into anything, playing around, like any binders people are trying to sell anything? Because I can tell you, I've been looking and I haven't seen many collections coming up at all, like especially like on eBay and stuff. I don't know if they're just getting snapped straight up, like people are just sending offers right away or whatever, but yeah, I'm not seeing people trying to shift stock, like trying to shift like what Mason was saying, maybe the last few sets they collected and then Celebrations got burnt out, and they're just, oh, I'm not interested anymore. I want to get some cash out of this stuff. Like, I'm not seeing with that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd been buying much of anything.
See, and what I've been finding is there's one or two things that I've been having that I've been seeing with collections that I've looked at even recently. I haven't bought any collections in the recently just because people are getting smart. I want to say people are getting smart with the market right now. That before, they'd even sell their bulk or something. Someone was trying to get it out of their collection and everything, and they'd sell their bulk, and you could look through their bulk, even like Mates and I were talking about. You'd find them $4, $5 cards in their bulk, and either A, they want way too much. They're really overpricing it to where it's just not worth it because they got a couple of VMAX cards, they got one alternate art in there, and then they want $500 for this collection that's actually probably worth about $300. And then you look through the bulk where you think there might be some of those little additive things, and they've cleaned it out. They've already taken out all the good pull cards out of there, or like you said, they're underpriced, and they're snatched up so quick that you can't even. It's like a free for all for that one. You see someone with a decent collection, and it's just gone. So it's just right now it's just kind of back and forth at that point that you really can't. I just can't seem to get ahead of it to where I'm comfortable and have the time frame to really break down a collection, because I don't buy sight unseen collections. It's just people pull too many of the things that might be options out of them because the market's getting smart. Times are getting a little bit tighter on the the sales on this stuff, and people are just picking it apart and trying to give you the leftovers or their extra pulls or the easy to pull cards, like V cards that are less than $1 range, and then they go through the bulk and pull all the good things out of it. So it's just, I just haven't had any good luck finding actual collections, just digging around myself.
What about graded?
What's up?
Anything graded?
No, I haven't bought any graded recently. Honestly, probably last month, I really haven't bought much. I bought a couple, of course, Darkness Ablaze and Vivid Voltage ETBs just because I missed them when they came out, and I was not going to pay $100 to $140 for an ETB when it was less than a year old. Well, now it's 2 years old, but when I heard the reprints were coming, I just wasn't going to spend that money. So I bought some of the ETBs there. Astral Radiance, of course, put the pre-orders in for that on Pokemon Center. But other than that, right now, it's kind of dry right now, honestly. I mean, that Chilling Rain deal, it's kind of one of the ones I'm looking at for the $88 a booster box. I still think that's a pretty fair price still on this market.
On Pokemon Center? What do you mean?
No, not Chilling Rain on Pokemon Center. Just the pre-orders for the Pokemon Center exclusive Astral Radiance box.
Okay. I'm just checking.
No,
making sure. All right.
That case I told you earlier, I was looking at Chilling Rain and I could break it down.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Mason, you've got Astral Radiance live for pre-orders, right?
Well, that's right, Oak. I sure do. CardinalGaming.com. Absolutely. We have ETBs, booster boxes, sleeved boosters, all the good stuff. We absolutely do. Yes.
I need to get on that. I need to do a pre-order on that, actually.
And look, if you buy from LGS, you get it that Monday before instead of the Friday. Just saying.
Oh, really?
Oh, you'll send the pre-orders ahead of time?
You can. Yeah. I have no restrictions at all that Monday before.
Oh.
I can sell singles if I want to on that Monday. Yep.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yes.
None of our LGSs
yes.
will do that.
Well, do they have events? Are they a Play Pokemon store?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what they're doing. They should be.
Okay, I was gonna say because the one in Eau Claire that I go to the pre-release tournaments. That's a sanctioned place.
Yeah, Mason,
One Rice
that's
Lake
hot.
just did.
Hot.
Yeah, the pre-release is blah, 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 let me see. 14th is pre-release, and then they'd be able to sell it on that 23rd.
Huh.
That Monday.
Yeah, because I know their first.
Sometimes they don't get it
pre-released-
in time. Sometimes it takes,
and that could be it too.
it can be tight. It takes a couple days or maybe because they won't
Yeah,
ship it
'cause-
until like Thursday or something silly.
Oh.
So you don't sell it super early. But yeah,
Yeah, I just know that the first pre-release for Astro Radiance at our one store is the 20th or 18th, and then they have another one on the 20th. So there's 2 of them coming up. And like you said, Monday you should be able to release the stuff. So yeah, kind of interesting because none of them do that here. The 2 of them that I know of that are full Pokemon stores they don't do any. They will not release anything until they open the doors on Friday, and usually on release day they open up
Interesting.
early. So
interesting.
yeah,
Maybe they just don't know. I don't know. I have no
don't
idea.
know. Maybe you're just breaking the law and don't realize it. No.
I'm definitely not, because I've sent emails. I'm like, am I okay to ship this? They're like, yes, you have no restrictions.
Okay.
So
yeah, kind of interesting. So,
trust me, I don't do anything to lose
no.
access to Pokemon. That's a death nail for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
No, I
don't wanna do
understand that. You definitely want to put that risk out there.
Yeah, I talked to him. I talked to Pokemon a little bit more than probably they even want me to. So
So maybe I'll have to bring that up to the LGS owner. Maybe he just doesn't, maybe he's just always been under the assumption, never really paid attention to it, under the assumption that he can't release early. But
tell him to check the email that he gets from Pokemon. Is he the TO? Does he run it himself, or does he have somebody else come in?
no, he runs it himself, as far as I know.
Okay, so I mean, he should. It should be in the email. Tell him to check.
Okay.
Make sure.
All right. Yeah, I'll definitely.
They release like it's like a big PDF file of like, this is what you can do, this is what you can't do, and it's still in there about the Monday release. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll tell them to check it out, because I just know, like I said, they're pretty. The 2 of them that I know of that do the pre-release tournaments that are, the Pokemon sanctioned sites, both of them they'll open up early on Friday. So the Friday, whatever usually release dates on a Friday, they will open up at like 6 a.m. on those days for the release, but they never sell. I've never been able to get anything out of there early. Even if I pre-order it, they won't let me. I've never been able to get it out early. It's interesting.
I want to know when we're gonna get Quaxley.
Quacks.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if they put it in our December set, or if, I mean, probably not. They'll probably wait until the first one of next year to go to Scarlet Violet.
Yeah.
They don't want to spoil anything too early, basically.
Yeah.
Who's Team Quaxley? The duck wins, right? The duck's the winner.
No.
No, it's never the duck.
The spicy dinosaur is the best one.
Yep. I was gonna say it's the dinosaur for sure. I'm kind of curious to see what the evolutions are gonna be. Have they released that information yet? I've only seen the starters. I haven't seen the final forms.
Yeah, Sword and Shield. They didn't release it until very, very, very
like last week. Yeah. I remember Sword and Shield like the week before they released the set. There was some leaks. I don't know if it was leaks, but that's when you finally got to see the full evolutionary line.
That'd be cool if it really was that late. Like if they could keep that stum. And
they're pretty good on them starters, especially on the new set. But like you said, now with all the leaks coming out of these printing companies, they're printing it a couple months, at least 3 months ahead of time.
I mean, yeah, even with when Astro Radiance was getting printed, it was non-English packs, but they had a picture somebody had posted in the factory that had, because it has the, I don't know what they call it, Uber, Omega, Palkia, and Dialga, whatever the horse versions of them, and that had not been revealed officially from Pokemon yet, because they didn't want to spoil the game for people.
No, the Hisuian forms.
Whatever they are.
Yeah, I think it's Hisuian now or something.
I just call them horsies. They're the horsies.
They're horsies.
I'm guessing a Typhlosion is going to be in there from Battle Region, the Japanese Battle Region.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a cool one, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about the starters on the next gen. I don't know how I feel.
You don't have to make a decision right now.
No.
You have plenty of time to switch to the spicy dinosaur. There's still
You're
time.
not stuck as a duck yet.
You don't have to make a decision right now.
I hope
So-
to make a good game, because I feel the game does help a lot with like people's engagement with Pokemon. I really do feel like games are very positive for the brand, you know, just a whole. And singles, like people like on the cards of like the Pokemon they bought in the game or the trainers, you know, I think that's part of why trainers are so successful and people love those nowadays so much because they've played with them in, you know, in the games the past couple of years and stuff. Andrew said Duck is cool. Quaxley. I want to know what they sound like. I think that's going to seal the deal for me. How they say their name. That's it, right? That's like Quaxley. Is it going to sound like ridiculous? Like,
I hope it's not that. I hope it's not that. Jeez.
Sounds like you stepped on it. Oh, geez, I stepped on the little thing.
I'm
Squeezed
hoping,
it really hard.
but that's Psyduck, right? I don't want it to sound like Psyduck.
It's
Ridiculous.
gonna sound like Psyduck because it's a duck.
No, that's what
What do you
I'm.
mean?
Ugh, that would suck. Yeah.
Now, Mason, can you recall
Yes.
when was the last time before Astral Radiance that there was a Typhlosion in the set?
Oh, it's been a while. It's been a very long time.
I can't. I was thinking about. I can't remember the last time there's a Typhlosion.
There's definitely never been I don't think there was a GX.
I don't remember
There's
GX.
definitely
I know
there hasn't been a V, obviously.
Nope.
Typhlosion. I don't even know if there's been a EX.
I'm just trying to remember.
Probably an EX was
somewhere-
probably the last time, so it'd have been probably Sun and Moon sometime.
It was one. Okay.
Well, no, I don't see it. So
I
Maybe
couldn't
not.
remember any in Sun and Moon. That's where I'm trying to remember if there even was one in Sun and
Yeah.
Moon.
it's probably
Or
been a
was it-
while.
All the way back in XY.
I know there was like I said, not like an ultra rare, but there's definitely been a rare recently.
Okay.
Breakthrough is like this newest one. That's been a while. That's going ways back still.
Yeah, that's
Years.
XY. Well, I remember. Well, I can't remember what set in Sword and Shield has. I thought it had a Cyndaquil. I think base set or Sword and Shield base set might have a Cyndaquil in it.
Yeah. Well, there's one in Lost Thunder. Lost
Okay.
Thunder. That probably sounds right. I mean,
That's
Lost
a-
Thunder was the last one.
And that's just a rare, or that's not a EX or GX.
No, yeah, it's a hollow
It's the
rare.
hollow. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah.
minute.
I was just trying to think about it. That's been kind of the Gen 2s were kind of forgotten quite a ways. Except for Lugia. Lugia keeps popping up. I mean, he's not a Gen 2 starter, but he started, from Neo.
The Typhlosion from Sandstorm. Not a fan. Not a fan. You guys know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not. It looks like it looks like a burnt hot dog.
I was just gonna say that looks like a burnt sausage.
Mhm.
And
It's
it
not good.
wasn't
It's not a good look.
No, it ruined Typhlosion forever. Now everybody sees a burnt hot dog.
Well, now he does have fire around his neck, so it's purple flames.
Yeah, I saw he's all purpled out and pink and
Yeah, I mean, he's got a little flavor.
little spicy flavor to him.
Oak, are you what's your favorite of that gen for a starter?
You know, I've got a bit of a soft spot for Typhlosion because I played Pokemon Yellow, but then I played Pokemon Crystal after that,
Okay.
and Cyndaquil was just brilliant. I mean, it just brilliant. Out of the three, I played it a few times when I was a kid, and I always had the best luck with Cyndaquil. Moving up, and then yeah, like that was like the game I probably played most in my childhood. Literally like every night I was obsessed with it. So definitely have a soft spot there. And then obviously Pikachu back when I had Yellow. And I think I'm just kind of realizing what I just said like 5 minutes ago about the games. Like I definitely have a connection to Pikachu probably because of that game, and then Typhlosion because of the Crystal game that I played after that. They were like pretty like no joke. Drinking age when I was in England was 5. Like
What?
5 years old. The first time I got drunk, I was like 10. It was New Year's Eve, and I was playing Pokemon Yellow, and I got drunk drinking cider. And different world back then. Obviously, I'm old now.
Why even have a limit if it's 5? Like what?
Yeah,
What?
they recently put it up to 8 a few years back. So
well, thinking
they
ahead
have
now.
they have strengthened it a little at least. But yeah, like if you're drinking at home and your family's there and stuff, obviously they didn't know I was stealing it from downstairs. But yeah, like Pokemon Yellow, I just have like so many like dumb memories of like playing those games and stuff. It's funny when you look back just how long like this IP, you guys were talking earlier about the IP of it, like the IP has been around for just so long, like and it's still so strong. And yeah, a couple of like rocky patches for a minute there, but there's definitely a huge demand. My wife's a teacher and the kids in her class are like mental for it. Every single one of them loves it. Like every time I donate cards to them and tins and coins and stuff, they just go crazy. The kids are still very, very much into Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
After all this time, I love that.
It runs cycles. I mean, it's had its low points, and I know a lot of people were concerned back in Black and White if Pokemon was gonna come out strong enough, but I think 2016 kind of solidified it again. XY era did fairly well for Pokemon again.
Yeah, X and Y was pretty good. The X and Y finished very strong as well.
Yes. Sun and Moon,
Obviously.
the beginning was kind of rough, and then it kind of got strong again at the end of Sun and Moon era, and now it's been just crazy through almost all of Sword and Shield. It's just going to be interesting to see what this is going to look like in 2 years. It really is.
Yeah, I mean that's we keep asking, well, what's next? What can they do next? But obviously, I don't think they've run out of ideas yet. I think they're going to be okay. They got 700 Pokemon to choose from to put in these sets, or to make a ultra rare or whatever.
But that's it, right? I mean, we're still getting hyped up about Charizard. Brilliant Stars Charizard is one that we've been playing for 26 years. It's been getting printed, just artwork, reinvent it, and it's still fun. It's still exciting to see that stuff for people. Like people still love it. I never ever thought I would get excited about who. I still can't get over this card, like how good that is. I never thought who was something that I would want to have on my desk in front of me while I work. Never.
It's
like
funny.
this still changed in the game. All these years later. I love it.
I don't think Mason and I were laughing at you just for reference. I think we were laughing at the chat.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh no, I was laughing at him, but yeah, that's.
Oh, I started laughing because I was reading.
Yeah, Andrew. Yeah,
down there at the bottom. Oh my. So.
Yeah, Who is great. I mean, yeah, Who is far from my favorite Pokemon, but that's an awesome card, and it's definitely one I would, if I had a collection, I would be collecting that. Hell yeah.
Yes, yeah, some fun ones.
Any of the alternate arts, honestly, there's not a couple of ones from Battle Styles are like the Urshifu single strike alternate art. It's like they didn't change much of it from the regular VMAX to the alternate art. It's really actually almost, unless you're really paying attention, it's almost hard to tell. I actually opened the alternate art version of that and didn't even realize it for the VMAX.
Oh, really? Yeah.
You look at the V to the VMAX to the Rainbow, they almost look identical. I actually pulled it, and I had no idea that I pulled the alternate art or the single strike until I put it in the binder. After I opened it, that's when I was doing opening on the channel, and I opened it, and I acted like, oh, we got the VMAX again, went to go put it in a binder. I'm like, wait a minute, this is the alternate art version. Never mind, we got something better than what I thought. But you know, I like the alternate arts because the reason I like the alternate arts more than anything is they tell a story. You know, it's not like the regular cards where they're just playable and they're just standard artworks, but the actual alternate arts, they've done a great job, in my opinion, of making them like you see in the anime. They're doing something like Machop carrying stuff, or you know, you can go through all of them and they're actually physically doing something like a storytelling inside of the scene. You know,
Yeah,
Goleth
they're
carrying
they're in the world. You know.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're actually in their anime world, like you actually see. Because that's what I always with Pokemon. It was always a separation. You know, you played the card game even back with the original series. The card game looked nothing like the anime. It was just a card game that you played with a picture of the Pokemon on it. And then there's the anime world that always existed. And now it seems like they're trying to incorporate that anime world into the alternate arts as they're coming out. So they're actually actually doing things in the world that they exist in the anime. So it's a nice little touch, I think, for the alternate arts, and I am actually really enjoying them. They're really nice cards. They really are doing good things with them.
That's what I'm intrigued about with the Go set. On is that artwork going to be focused on them in the game, or is that going to be like an alternate version of it? And there's going to be two, one in the game, one in the more of an artwork style. Like, I am intrigued to see what they're going to do and play around with that. I think that's going to be fun.
What if it's just like screenshots of people putting Pokemon in weird places with the IR or the VR versions, and they're just tapping our phones and stealing all the greatest pictures, and that's the alt art selling cards.
See, they're in the real world in a kitchen.
There they are.
On the bathroom sink. Yeah, no, that's
Probably
my only
not.
question is that I'm kind of curious to see what kind of artwork they are going to do for the Pokemon Go set. Are they going to use the animated, you know, like the actual characters out of Pokemon Go and like maybe place them, like you said, in real world situations, or are they going to be these complete digital, you know, like digital Rayquaza or digital Mewtwo, or you know, in this set, or are they actually going to go to like a full alt or like a full art set like they do with the normal Pokemon right now? Because I saw they had what was it, Poke Guardian, I think, put up the someone rendered some of them and put them up there, and they literally like the screenshot of like the gameplay. So here's Mewtwo sitting in the background of the gameplay on the card. It was like, oh god, I hope they don't do this.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll pull a magic and do a couple of spare cards in there where it's on each side. It's two-sided. That'd be fun to see. We haven't had that yet.
Yeah.
Digital one side, artwork the other side.
Yeah.
I don't know. The more I think about it, it's almost like they would have to do some sort of tie-in with the actual app.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you'd have to have some connection to the app, or it wouldn't.
It can't just be. Oh, it's Pokemon Go. Like, what do you even do there? You know?
Yeah.
The intention. Yeah. What's the intention behind it? Like, you trying to bring people to Go? Are you trying to bring people to the cards? Like, is it both? I don't know. And I feel like what they do with it will spell that out a little easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's got to be some twist to it. There's got to be something.
There has to be. I mean, you can't call it a Pokemon Go set and have no connection to the game, to the cards. Sure. I mean, otherwise it'd be completely worthless. Like we were talking earlier, are they going to stick a QR code on it that you get, you know, like the old e-readers, where that's how you could get some of the Pokemon, was to scan the QR code and get them. Some of the ones that are really hard to get. You know,
maybe they're releasing something new in the game, and they're going to release that at the same time as the cards, and it's a way of bringing hype. It could even be that, like, there's something. I know we're on the cards right now, but it could actually, the main intention could be within the gameplay. That's something new coming out. I mean, around 6 or whatever years, like, it's been quite a few years it's been out now, isn't it? Like, I'm sure they're getting ready to do some kind of refresh update with something like that's what they could do with it.
Well, I don't even think they've even have in Pokemon Go. Have they released all the Pokemon yet? Even
They're
I
up
don't think-
to
Yeah, I don't know.
Gen.
I don't think they've done Gen 8 yet at all.
No, I think they're at Sun and Moon right now.
Yeah, I think that they just Sun and Moon was like 4 or 5 months ago. They released finally Gen 7 into the game.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't get any. There's no Gen 8 Pokemon in there yet, so I don't. There's no Zarudes or no Zacians or Zamazentas yet. None of the starters. So there's still quite a bit.
So there won't
No
be any
Calyrexes.
Quaxley. No Quaxleys then.
Nope, no Quaxleys. That's Gen.
Probably
9.
not for a while. Yeah, probably not for a while. I can't believe you said Zarude as the first one. The first one you thought of.
I know, right? Zarude.
I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
I'm not a fan of Zarude, but that's probably why it sticks in my head. It actually was like a horrible release for a new Pokemon in Vivid Voltage.
Yeah.
Calyrex, Calyrexes are cool. Urshifus are fairly decent.
A cool mechanic that they could bring over from the game, but they have the strike system thing with rapid strike and single strike. What if you had like whatever your color is on Pokemon Go being like a deck archetype, so they could have like a whatever the Valor, Team Valor
Yeah.
set or something like that. They could do something like that.
It could be, because right now Pokemon Go really doesn't have teams.
Not that
Yeah.
that matter. Yeah, it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter, but you
No,
can
it
choose
doesn't
whatever,
matter.
But yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's kind of an open world concept that there is no, technically right now, if you were to play Pokemon Go, you could have Urshifu single and Rapid Strike in your in your deck at the same time.
Yeah, of
So,
course.
and your playability, but yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting how they tie this all together. I'm really
There's gotta be
curious to
something.
see. There's got to be something, and someone in that company's really put some thought into how they're gonna. Hopefully, I hope they've put some thought into how they're gonna tie this together.
Got me pondering.
Wow.
Hi there. Welcome
I'm still
to
here.
Northwoods TCG.
Okay,
Yeah,
there we go.
I'm
Perfect.
back. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, Derek says there is Zarude and Go. So you were actually ahead of the game on that. Zarude is in Pokemon Go.
Is he?
Oh, there you go. You go walk
Apparently,
around the
apparently he is.
walk around the Florida jungle to get him.
Apparently, they must get released after. I've honestly have not played Pokemon Go, and honestly have not played Pokemon Go in probably 3 months now. So maybe they've gotten released somewhere in between there, because I did not know that they were in there. Well, I take that back. Was it a month ago that we got? No, that was for Nintendo Switch. They had that code at GameStop where you had to pick if you wanted Zamazenta or Zacian, but I couldn't. That was for the game, because you could get the legendary dog then in the game.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know that they were in there. Honestly, I haven't seen any of them. Well, or the main characters, the starters, any of that stuff in Pokemon Go, but they may have been released recently and I just missed it. So interesting. But should we just see if anybody in the chat's got any questions real quick though?
We can. Let's see what we got here.
I mean, we're kind of low on numbers. I'm sure they're all over at Pokenomics right now.
Well, yeah, it's okay. They can all watch this later. And
Oh,
we
yeah.
we can talk shit about them in the meantime.
Kidding.
Kidding. I would never do that. I would
What do
never.
we want to pick on today? No. So
Did you guys see my little chat with PSA the other day? Did you get a chance to watch that?
No, I did not. I saw
no.
it. I have not watched.
I got a backlog.
He was such a nice guy. He was
Really?
such a nice guy, like so sweet and like just such a good guy. I was chatting with him.
Was he British?
No, he's
Oh
American.
wow.
He's
Wow.
in California too.
No, that's a sexy guy, Mason.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
Don't confuse the two.
You're right.
like honestly, I was chatting with him before I even started recording. We had a chat and just a real humble, like down to earth, decent guy. And he's one of their brand managers. I don't know how many they have. Maybe he's the brand manager. I don't know. But yeah, we was chatting about like stuff he collects and like what brought him to what he does and that kind of stuff. And just
Were you on the phone with him or were you?
yeah, I did it.
Texting?
I filmed a Zoom call with them. We chatted about like the site registry and stuff, and then I recorded it for the channel. And yeah, it was just a real decent guy. It was a really pleasant conversation. I really
How did
enjoyed
you swing that? And how have I not seen that? Or
I emailed PSA and said, "Hey, can I have you guys on my YouTube?" And they said, "Yeah. When do you want to do it?" And I said, "Can I call you at 5 on Friday?" And they said, "Yeah."
what?
Like, who's that?
I can't even
All
get PSA to comment back on any of my posts or emails I've sent them.
Jeez.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I must be blacklisted.
You must have been awfully nice to him.
No
Yeah,
kidding.
I mean, yeah, I asked nicely, nothing crazy. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they just had a quiet week on the conversation stuff. They wanted to
He's like, do.
yeah, maybe that was it. It was cool though. I don't think I've ever seen anyone talk with PSA before. I feel like I'm the first that I've ever seen that I know of.
Hold on. Like, what's your thumbnail look like? We gotta step your thumbnail game up. Maybe you just didn't.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I didn't even get the notification of this.
Yeah, I do need to step up thumbnail game up. I need more effort on that side.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to check.
That's just
that
crazy.
one.
That. Okay.
That you
It was
actually
4
had to
days. Okay.
sit down.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's because everybody
Sorry,
loves
never-
Oak.
This before. Nope.
Oh, I wasn't trying to like turn it all around about me. I was more so like just thought it was cool. Like PSA were willing to like chat and like have a conversation. I enjoyed it. It was like a really nice talk.
Like, we literally just talked like for half an hour about my new store. I think we can talk about you for a little bit if you
Yeah.
want to.
We
It's
can give you
okay.
some time.
All right.
I'm genuinely intrigued in your store though. I enjoyed talking about it. I'm
Well,
excited
I'm
to
genuinely
watch it.
intrigued with you talking to PSA, so I'm gonna
Me too,
watch this as
because
soon as I get
I-
off here.
I can get a hold of Beckett. I can get a hold of CGC. PSA ghosts me. I can't get any information out of them whatsoever.
Right. I haven't
can't-
seen an interview with PSA since Pokegal had that one dude on that went terribly wrong.
Oh, I didn't.
guys remember
I
that?
haven't seen that.
No?
No, I don't remember that.
Oh,
Do yourself a favor. Go back and watch that. I know it's been probably a year now, but
I was gonna say, yeah, that was early 2020.
it was I
gonna
still
be-
taste the tears of just like this poor dude.
Oh,
He was just
Too bad.
saying he was just saying a lot of stuff he shouldn't have been talking about. He
Yeah.
had no idea. And he was
No.
just he was a coin grader talking about how their backlog was for Pokemon cards. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Are you even in the same building as them? Like what? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
weird. It was uncomfortable, it was cringy. Yeah, it was all that.
I definitely want to watch it now.
It was very awkward.
That's probably why PSA just ghosts creators.
Yeah, there's like, well,
Not
this
able
guy
to
doesn't.
talk to
This
them.
guy has 100. How many subs you have? He's like, no one's gonna watch this anyway.
I'm getting close to 200.
I guess
No, I'm
that's
talking
it.
about-
I mean, nothing.
He's like,
to
oh,
lose,
he's too small.
right?
He's right. If I ask them, they're like, oh god, no.
No.
Yeah, nothing to lose. They snap called me. Like I was CC'd with like 4 managers on the reply.
What is
Like
happening?
literally, they
What
snap
are you-
called me. Well, I sorted it out in like half an hour, and then I sent him the link for the Friday evening. I was like, yeah, let's talk. It's awesome.
God, I've
Maybe,
been trying to, like I said, I've been trying to get us information on PSA for like 6 months. They just don't answer.
Shit, can you
CGC,
imagine, like,
Beckett,
if-
all of them.
Can you imagine if Pokemon Knowledge had access to this same dude? He'd
Oh.
probably, yeah,
That would have been a very different conversation.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That may be why he wouldn't. This would never happen. They just watch your stuff and they realize just your nice, it's a British accent. He's sexy and he's just really calm to talk to, and
Jesus,
figured
there
they'd be
goes again.
safe.
I was wanting to ask him about the set registry. That was like the main theme of it, because I really feel that people that do buy graded need to use it because it's so helpful. Like there's just so many benefits. And so I think that might have been part of why that swung it, because I did say that I wanted that to be the topic,
Oh,
like
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
they could like represent that section, whatever, so
yeah.
I mean, yeah,
I always
nobody
try
cares
and talk
the
to him
set
about
registry.
graded stuff. So yeah, that maybe I got him questions on graded stuff, and about grading, and yeah, they never answer back on that. But set registry might be a little different then. That's the trick,
Yeah,
Mason. That's how we trick them into our channels.
And then
you didn't
That's
hear it
how we
from
get
me.
'em.
Yep, and then attack them. Full fledged.
no, I don't. I don't really grade anyway, so I have no beef with anybody. So
Yeah, it's not like like that directly connected in that sense, but it'd be cool to chat with them just because it is PSA. Obviously, I have another one that's a fairly big guest that I wasn't expecting to say yes next month. That you guys, I'm not gonna say. I really don't want to spoil it because I'm excited about it.
what do you mean?
But it's a
You
pretty
can't
big
do
one.
that.
Pretty big. What do you mean pretty big?
Like worldwide big.
Okay.
It's a big one.
Okay.
It's a good one. I'll private you with it.
I have a guess. But okay.
It's not the queen. If that's what you're thinking. She doesn't collect Pokemon. I already checked.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, he's sitting down with the queen talking about Pokemon cards.
So what is your favorite Pikachu art? Your Majesty. Yeah, I don't see that happening.
I wonder which one. I feel like she would be more of a Sinistea. The little teacup and the little teapot. It's got to be right. I mean, that's got to be her go-to.
I don't know.
She probably drinks like 50 cups of tea a day.
So unrelated, I just sold my base set 2-player starter set sealed on eBay right now. That's nice.
Wow, sweet.
Wow.
Was that auction or buy it now?
Buy it now. I don't do auctions. Well, I'm not in no hurry to sell things, so I don't really do auctions.
That's wonderful.
$250. It's pretty good. Pretty strong.
Okay.
I kind of want to buy that.
Well, you should have. I should have reached out. I'm sorry, I didn't reach out to you.
You know what? I want. I want that, and I want all the theme decks from the first set.
Yeah.
Where it was like Brushfire, and
Yeah, I've had those come in a couple times.
I love those.
Really?
They're cool.
Huh.
Yeah, all like the Sabrina and all the gym leaders and all the very first ones with the.
Yeah, the the electric one where you have Zapdos on the front. I think it is, but it's not actually in it. Right?
What?
Isn't
Is
it?
that
What's
the Zap deck? Is that what you're
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah. Zapdos isn't actually in it.
I
Or am I going
you-
crazy?
I think you're crazy because
Or is it the Brushfire one where you would think it's Charizard, but it's Charizard, isn't it? What am I getting confused with right now?
I don't know.
It's so late.
Wait, Zap has Pikachu and Mewtwo on it.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. It doesn't have Zapdos, but Zapdos is in it.
Okay.
Is that what I'm thinking? Is Zapdos is in it, right? It's not on
No,
it.
he's not in there.
It's not in
Sure.
it.
Nope.
Okay, yeah. Now I'm just really getting confused.
Not even close.
still the nostalgia level is like all-time high for those Steam Decks, and that base play deck like you just sold, that's like just pure nostalgia.
Yeah. You know, the Zapdex Pikachus, those could have the Ghost first edition stamps on them.
Mm.
You ever see those?
I was looking at a couple of those the other day actually, and they were like ghost. You could barely even see it.
Yeah, they have. It's just like the faint outline of part of it. I've had a couple in the shop before. They're cool.
Oh no way.
Yeah, I sold them for like $30 back in like years ago.
Mm.
Yeah. And now they're like probably 150, 120, somewhere in there. I've had a lot of stupid stuff that I've sold for way too cheap. That's just how it goes.
Just don't know, do you? And that's why you just gotta keep buying and selling consistently. Just keeping in it instead of just buying and holding on to stuff forever. Like it's not reasonable to do it.
I've had smeared haunters with the hollow print smear, cigar Hitmonlees. Yeah, I sold that for like $50, probably $60. Yeah, well,
You know, the problem is, like I said, if you sat there and regretted everything that you've sold over the years, you would just be haunted.
Mhm.
You know,
I got a
that's
recent
like,
one. I got a recent one that's haunting me like this week. It's really
Uh-oh.
bugged me. My special delivery Bidoof, I talked about it on the channel before, how I graded it at 10 and I flipped it right away for 700.
Yeah.
TCA just sold one for like 1,400, like literally like double this week.
Why?
It's gone like
Why?
skyrocketed. I don't know what's going on. There's
I
a
think
free
I have
card.
one on my eBay. I think I have it. I think I have one.
Oh my god.
It might be a Pikachu actually. I don't know which one I have. Oh well,
Pikachu's still
That's
doing
crazy.
well.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's also TCA. But yeah, you know, that's. Do you have the Poketour Pikachu in your collection?
Okay, tour. I don't think so.
Yeah, it has like it looks like the WB promo kind of stamp on it. It's from when they did like an advertising tour in Australia. So it's kind of like an exclusive version that they gave out of a promo. It looks like the jungle Pikachu, but it has like a Poketour stamp on it.
I don't think I've got a Poketour stamp.
Well, I'm gonna send you some pictures of what I got
Oh
if
my
you don't
gosh.
have one. Oh my god. He says, "Oh my gosh."
Oh my God.
Now we're just making deals on your channel, Northwood.
These
You're helping me out. I'm making money here.
That's all Pikachu's.
That's what I try and do, Mason. Just like
Look, I appreciate you.
helping people out.
Look, yeah, the little guys, I appreciate you.
Well, it's just
This-
nice to have you
thi-
come on and just relax and just like this, just have good conversations about fun things, you know, just random things. Sometimes there's some
Yeah.
good conversation just comes out of random talks.
Yeah.
I'll give you random.
Yeah?
Uh-oh.
What do you got?
What do you got?
My Pikachu card that isn't a Pikachu card.
Is it a My Little Pony Pikachu?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Magikarp one.
I thought it was
I
gonna
love
be a
it.
Pony
So-
Chew.
So dumb. Yeah, Basic got me. I actually, it's funny because I messaged him because I actually was bidding on that at the
Oh.
beginning, and I backed out because.
And you thought 240 was too expensive?
No, I backed out at like I don't even think I don't even put 100. Like I don't think I was bidding high. I only put like 1 or 2 bids on, if that. It may have just been one.
Hmm.
But when he won it, I was like, oh my god! Like I was looking at that card too. But I didn't think that. Like, I guess I was thinking the opposite of what really happened. I was thinking it was going to go for like crazy high. I thought it was going to go for like 1,000 or something. So I just wanted to like track it more so with my bid. I didn't think I'd actually get any serious bids in. And then, yeah, he got it for like 242, whatever it was.
Has he posted a picture of it yet? I want to make sure it's real. I got to see this.
He did it. He did an Instagram live with it.
Oh, did he?
He made a whole
Okay.
video opening it up, showing it and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
See, I don't follow him on Instagram, so I didn't see that. I'll have to jump on Instagram and see if I can.
Well, you know, if he had a YouTube channel, you wouldn't have to. But yeah,
Well, yeah, no.
Basic, I
We've
love
had-
you if you're watching this.
We've had that conversation. Isn't I don't think he is in here, but he'll probably
Look at it. Look at his great. He did such a great job. It's such a cute picture. This is amazing. It's got.
So it is real. It's not an April Fool's, Mason.
I mean, it looks too nice to be like. This looks like a staged photo. Is really what I'm. But if he has a video of it, so yeah, I guess it's real.
It's 1 of 1.
Just crazy.
I
And
mean,
it's-
it's awesome.
It says 1 on it too with a stamp, which I feel like that because you could say anything's 1 of 1 in a sketch or whatever, but it's like stamp served 1 of 1.
Yeah, I mean, I looked into this because I was just interested and I love this kind of stuff. And they actually were sent, the artists were sent like these cards, blanks, where it has a little rainbow at the bottom with the 101 on it, and they just drew whatever they want to on the card. And then sent it back into Hasbro or whoever printed this game. I think it was Play Interactive or somebody, some whoever made it thing.
Hang on. So
Hmm.
that's the actual artwork.
That card is hand sketched and then
Yeah.
inserted into the packs. Yes.
Randomly.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the actual artwork of it. I
Yes,
thought it
it
was.
is.
Yes.
I thought it was a card printed of the
Mhm.
artwork.
No,
Wow.
That
okay.
is like hand drawn.
It was the only one drawn, and then they just randomly inserted it into a pack and sent it out.
Yeah, like I said, I looked into. I made sure I was,
Wow.
and
Mhm.
that they didn't do any sort of checks or had any rules about what they could put on it
Mhm.
is crazy. Because this is not like a super old card. This is a recent card. Like they could have gotten in trouble with a lot of these. Like they had one with Mickey, like Minnie Mouse on it with the pony, and like they had kinds, and it's just they didn't care.
No.
See, that exists is what I'm saying. It's like
Are you saying Pokemon isn't aware of it?
I don't think so.
I think they got explicit okays from
Mhm.
all these companies to put these in,
Hmm.
is what I'm saying. I don't know.
I don't-
Maybe they did, but I doubt it. Like it doesn't seem like that would be. I don't know. I
I-
really don't know. But it just seems it's an anomaly that I think if somebody tried to do this today, like if Magic tried to put, I don't freaking know, a sketch card with Jace with a Pikachu or something silly, it wouldn't fly, and that would never happen.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Maybe
hadn't considered that.
Maybe if
That's-
it was just like, oh, it's My Little Pony, who cares? Maybe that's
Dead
just like
time.
the vibe.
I mean, it was a
I don't know.
slower time back then, and it was a chance to do a crossover just randomly. I mean, they called up, "Can we throw Pikachu on this?" And they said yes. I mean, yeah,
Well,
it's,
what year was it? I don't think Basic said what year.
It doesn't say on the card what it is.
No.
No. I gotta look it all up again.
I hadn't thought about that, but that's pretty interesting.
Oh, I think it's very like I said this. It is not the only IP that they have. Like again, I looked. I think there's a bunch. There's a bunch of them.
it's not. Yeah, it sounds like it was a just random. They sent these blanks to random artists, told them to put pretty much whatever they wanted on them, and they're 1 of 1s, just like you see on this one, and then they were randomly inserted into packs.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are just of the ponies and different art,
Yep.
but yeah, there's a lot of them that I have. Just like here's one with Snoopy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was kind of looking up. I seen Snoopy. I saw Minnie Mouse, I think, on one of them.
Yeah. Mhm.
There was what was the other one I saw? There was like 4. I found 4 of them out there that they're sitting around.
Yep.
Anyway,
It's out there.
here's a question for you, Mason. It just came up.
Yeah.
Do you think Celebrations will be the next generations in time?
I mean, each generation is well liked. I mean, is it? I mean,
Cost-wise,
I don't really think it's like a huge banger of a set. I don't think it would take a lot to get bigger than Generations, honestly.
no.
Do
I
people
was
really
thinking
like
that.
Generations? Or is it? I mean, I know it's expensive. I mean, all sets go up in time, but
Yeah.
it's.
That
It's weird.
that Radiant Pikachu is part of Generation.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it has
Radiant collection.
awesome stuff in it, but
Yeah.
you
There's
know, it's not
There's
like
a
it's
couple of bangers in there, and I would imagine Sealed is probably still selling fairly well this month. But
I mean,
yeah, there's
But
so
that-
much printed of Celebrations too, though. Like,
yeah, but that Radiant Pikachu was like $3 last year, you know, or
Yeah.
5 years ago, whenever it came out. So it's just
Yeah.
like,
I just got the regular Pikachu from Generations in a PSA 10 for $40.
Yeah.
No.
S- So I was going to ask you, Adam. I never did get a chance to. Do you have that Pikachu that I showed you?
Which
I
one?
sent you in the personal chat. The Pikachu. What the heck was it? Lobros, or it was out of a XY starter deck.
Let me look.
oh,
real
Pikachu
quick.
Libre.
Libre, yeah. I sent to you in Discord.
I don't see it, but it does. Oh,
Where he's
He has like
Yeah.
he has like a luchador mask.
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
remember it. Yeah, I remember. No, I don't have that actually.
Okay.
That is
Oh.
one that
I got your
There's
address.
so
I'll send-
many. God, there's so many. It's so ridiculous how many there is. It's
Oliver
crazy.
Easter,
that
my
one-
buddy,
that
came in
one's-
and he had a damaged XY starter deck. So he took half, and I got the Pikachu Libre out of it, and he got the
Oh, wonderful.
other card out of it.
Look, it's $4 right now. That Pikachu,
Pikachu.
Libre card.
Oh yeah, it's
So-
not very expensive.
It's not. It's like I said, it is in a theme deck, so it's
Yeah. No, it was just in a theme deck. It was just kind of fun to open up that old XY theme deck. And second I saw it, I thought of you. I didn't know if you had that one for your collection or not.
No, not yet. Not yet.
No, it's not a really expensive card, but it's still just kind of came up, and I thought it was kind of cool looking. There are so
Are
many.
you gonna send me something cool, Northwoods? What do you got for me?
What do you got for you? What do you like? got-
Arcanines.
I just pulled the Trainer Gallery Urshifu Single Strike with Trainer, the VMAX.
I mean, I can add that with my 40 that I have, I guess.
I was gonna say, yeah, you could just throw it in your
No, I know.
collectible pile.
I'm obviously I'm joking, but
I sent you both something this week.
what? You sent me something?
I was wondering when you asked for my address.
Just something tiny. No, it's not. I didn't like
It's a
go
bomb.
crazy. Don't worry.
Can we say bomb on YouTube?
Probably not. Not anymore. No.
Not anymore. Don't X-nay. Edit that out. Reverse. Yes.
Did you really? You
Was the
sent me
other promo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, little.
I didn't put anything special in your playmat or anything.
Sure did. I got the bloody playmat. It's freaking
I
awesome.
mean, you paid for that. That's how business works. I mean,
Paid nothing.
that's
What was it?
that's how that works. I mean,
It was like it didn't cost.
I could have signed it.
anything.
I could have signed it for you.
I got a signed card just there. That's a signed Mason Energy card just there.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all I wanted.
Okay.
And that was the only thing that was free in the order. That's the one I really wanted. A bunch of these Pikachus actually I got from you in that order. It was funny because I was like I like keyworded Pikachu, and it was like you got so much stuff. I mean, like
Yeah.
you literally have like everything. And I was like, oh, I'll get that one. Oh, I'll get that one. Oh, and that one. Oh, I want that one. Oh, and that one. It was like,
7 years worth of
oh my god.
buying cards. We'll do that. Yeah.
I had to take stuff out of my cart. I think my cart was at like $1,400 at one point. Like I was like, I added in PS1. I was like PS1, PS2. I was like just adding all this stuff, like getting all these nostalgia feels going on.
Oh god.
And it didn't work, huh? Damn.
I had
Damn.
to,
Didn't get the
I had
sale. It kind of fell apart.
to tame it down. Yet growth mindset. Yet
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I did get quite a few bits though. It was fun.
Northwards, you got a website, don't you? You got stuff that you have listed?
Oh, we have a box break coming up. Is
Oh,
that
do
way
you?
northwards?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. I've just got a Squares account that I don't have a website. I'm not that ambitious.
You don't have you don't have merch or anything yet?
No.
How are people supposed to support you if you don't have merch?
Just join my membership.
Ah, I don't
You
want
heard
to do that. I
You
don't
heard
$3
the
a
guy.
month.
I don't.
I,
much is it,
I was
$4?
actually what for my
You said it's $4?
no, it's $2.99.
$2.99.
I'm a cheap
$3.
guy. I said I don't do YouTube for making. I'm not trying to make money on this.
Look, I'm just well.
I don't. That's what everybody. You know, people sit there and try and make money on YouTube. I just like to do it for fun.
I mean, you try, and the effort is appreciated.
I like to just sit down and have good conversations. I like to break things down, and I like to help people out the best I can without getting crazy. So
Yeah, I mean, you're in the position now though with the amount of subscribers where like there probably is people that want to have a T-shirt, you know, or have a hat, or you know, that want that kind of stuff. I'm sure there's a need for it.
So I just sent my logo or sent one on the Fiverr and you know have someone that's supposed to be getting me a logo here in the next couple days. 'Cause
Oh, see?
an actual logo.
There we go.
Because the reason being is I just want to make everything consistent on my channel and everything like that. You know, have
Okay.
my own personal graphics, but yeah, I said I don't know if I'm gonna do.
Oh.
Don't know if I'm gonna do merch or anything like that. I've got, you know, Streamlabs, of course, jams it in your face every single time I'm on Streamlabs about get your merch today, where they'll print it for you. You know, someone orders it and then they print it and send it.
Oh, do
So,
they
you know,
really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why it's part of the. I got the Streamlabs. I do everything on Streamlabs typically, so
Yeah.
they've got the Streamlabs. If you go to the Pro version of it, they have the shop, and you can put the link down in your descriptions all the time for your merch shop. So they'll print it. It's a little bit. I mean, it's no different than most merch shops anymore. I mean, for pricing. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that way you don't have to carry all the inventory and everything with it. It's just they do it all. You don't have to see anything. They just send you a check for the difference.
Getting a logo, that's how it starts.
Yeah, I figured, but about time. Like my hand done logo is looks a little tacky, and you're getting a little bigger.
I made our logo.
Yeah, I made mine on clip art. Just sat there and I've just always wanted to do one of the logos. I thought it'd be cool with, you know, because Jacob still does stuff with me, the opening stuff, and doing the logo where it's actually like the character, like everybody's kind of going to with the Pokemon stuff. I've always wanted to do it, and I've just never spent the money on it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, where it's a character of you and then like your favorite Pokemon. So that's what they're supposed to be making. So kind of cool to see what comes out.
That's so funny that you just said that because I literally, like 7 minutes before we started this call, I just put my new logo that I just got. I just uploaded it, changed it.
I
on
know. I
YouTube.
saw like your picture was different. I was like, who the hell is this?
Yeah,
Who's this guy?
it
Freaked me out.
flashed through, and I was like, oh, okay.
It's just Professor Oak with Pokeball. It's just clean and simple.
Yeah, but like I said, I wanted to make a nice, clean logo and actually be part of it.
That's gonna look awesome though. Yeah, and like you say, just kind of like your personal branding with it. Like people are gonna be able to recognize, you know, that picture and that theme and stuff. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, like I
think-
said,
Did we get any questions?
I've been kind of watching. You know, Pika Pika said that was a Suicune promo inside of there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're just having fun sitting with us. It's good.
Pika says we should make badges, like gym badges.
That would be cool. I like that idea. Make your own.
For like each YouTuber, and you have to collect them. You gotta collect them all.
collect
I mean-
badges.
Kind of like that. I mean,
That is kind of cool. That'd be really nostalgic to the original. I could start a new tin full of PokeTuber badges. Because I actually just found them the other day in my parents' storage. My tin with all the badges in it. from when I was actually playing.
Oh yeah,
and,
from
back in '99 and 2000 and all that, where you actually went to Sam Goody and you'd get the metal badge and you had to collect them from the tournaments.
Too cool.
We have pins made, and they're not even on the website.
Oh no!
Look at us. Look at us not being.
Yeah,
smart.
I didn't see them when I
Hmm.
was going. I didn't see any on there, Mason.
Yeah, they were expensive. Probably should actually list them.
Yeah, I was gonna say that can't be cheap to make a metal like these pin badges.
No, like the enamel. Yeah, it's
Yeah, they
a
can't.
little bit. They're a little bit. Yeah.
It'd be cool, but yeah, I could definitely see them getting pretty pricey unless you ordered a huge quantity for them to set them up and make them. Etsy, go put them. Go search Etsy. You got something there.
Give a millennial print group a call.
Yeah, badges would be cool though.
Yeah, that's a good
It's just
idea.
like, who do you subscribe to? Let me see your subscriber badges.
You got like a sash like you do for Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
Boy Scouts, yeah.
There
you go.
What's the-
subscription sash?
What's
Like-
what's the criteria to get to badge status?
Uh,
Because I am nowhere near monetized.
Oh, I don't know.
at
I think-
1,000.
I don't know. I don't think it has to be crazy.
Okay.
You have to interview PSA.
That's how you get
If
a Professor Oak
interviewed
badge.
PSA, yeah, you're in.
That's how you get a Professor Oak badge. You got to interview PSA somehow. That's the
That'd be cool,
toughest
though.
badge
If
in
we
the
all had
league.
pins.
Yeah,
Have a little Pokenomics pin, and
yeah. We got to bring this up to the group. That's a good idea.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm glad I pushed on that. I think that could be a fun one. I think,
Oh, Northwoods, you gotta get yours back from. Are you doing like a whole channel like theme, or are you just doing a logo?
I was just doing a logo to start out with right now. I was thinking of maybe giving them a contact after I see the logo and see if they could go and put that into like the header, and kind of do, like you said, the channel theme part of it. Also, maybe make the subscription badges so you can get the different,
Mm-hmm.
Deck them all out, because now I get the subscription for the member subscribe or the member badges. Do that for the different months that
Yeah.
you're in there.
There you go. Yeah.
Could do a little custom ones for that.
If you're a member for 3 months, you get shipped one for real.
Yeah. That would be good. I was actually thinking
Look.
of that. Your 1 year. At
I
your
mean,
1 year
look,
membership, you get a badge.
You can take that for free. That's for free. A year.
It's got to be making
Yeah,
worth it.
yeah, $30. I mean, yeah, it's a good deal.
Okay, you think about the price of that pin, and at $2.99.
No, I wish they were $2.99.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Why I'm
you're right.
saying 1 year.
Exactly. Mhm.
God, what's this? Do you guys think there will be a set release later this year that will compete with Evolving Skies or Brilliant Stars?
Well, they've already talked about doing another specialty set of
Mhm.
having what they say was supposed to be in there. It's all rumors, obviously, for now.
Yeah.
But definitely gonna have a specialty set or a winter set or whatever you want to call it, a Christmas specialty thing, like Celebrations was in that same slot right there. So I don't know, they gotta do something.
I think they're going to go harder than ever this year. I think they're going to do the biggest sets, like size-wise, with the match.
So you think they're gonna do another Shining set? What do you think? The Shining reprint set? Do something
I
like
don't
Shining
think that-
Shining Heroes?
I don't think so. I don't think that they're going to go after another Shining set. Just because even Pokemon knows you can't beat a dead horse too many times to try and get something out of it.
Hmm.
It-
It's a good thought,
like
though.
I said,
I
like
mean,
I've said in a lot of things, what happens right now is going to really depend on what Pokemon can put out for people. The market's really going to depend and hinge on that. If Pokemon starts dropping the ball on sets, people will start going interest someplace else. So
I think purchase is definitely going to swing some decisions on that stuff in terms of volume. But
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just think that they're going to continue with the ridiculously huge sets, and I think they're going to load them with gold cards, rainbow cards, trainer cards, characters like, just go all out. I think there's, part of my friends, I think they're just going to go balls to the wall, just like they have with Brilliant Stars and Astral Radiance. I think it's just going to carry on, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did do something like a little wacky, like did something like kind of out of the box that we weren't expecting. I think they're going to put a lot of effort in this year. I really do.
well, there was a rumor going around, and I don't know what the validity was of it. On PokeGuardian and a couple of the other sites were saying that one of the holiday sets this year would be similar to VMAX Climax in the United States, or in English. That was a big thing that went around for a while, that would be this year's holiday set would be similar to that. Of course, without the trainer gallery, but the best of, or reprints of the best cards from Sword and Shield coming up to the end of the Sword and Shield era here. So that's also an option we might be seeing.
Yeah, that's true. You have to be careful with reprint sets like that, though, because the player window for set rotations happens in August. So that would be kind of either first set or the second set after rotation. So if it's reprints from all the past year or 2 years, or however, if they do a Sword and Shield best of, a lot of those cards are going to be out of standard already. And they've done that before. Like Hidden Fates had stuff that was already out of standard, which is kind of silly. But it's not for playability. It's for collectability. So it's not like the end of the world. But I just think it's cool when they reprint stuff. That's the one thing that Shining Fates had going for it, was that it was all set legal stuff still, at least if it was reprints. So yeah.
Yeah, like I said, that was thrown around probably back in December, January on a couple places that after VMAX Climax got released in Japan, that English would have a similar set for its holiday set this year without the trainer gallery, because the trainer gallery was getting stripped and sent out into the sets coming, or the new releases coming up. But like I said, once again, it's all speculation. I don't think nobody knows what that last holiday set's going to be coming out.
They've done like the best of, like they have like the best of X and Y box. It was like a big box that had alternate arts in them. Again, way past after they've been rotated out, and it was silly and dumb, but people liked it just because it's cool and had a bunch of cool full arts that we hadn't had. So, and there's still plenty of stuff that we don't have full arts of, and stuff like that. So they have plenty of unique cards that can throw in like a special set with special slots and stuff. So, but then you say best of like Sword and Shield. Do we really need another Zacian V reprint, or of Urshifu?
Shiny Charizard.
Like the 10th Urshifu VMAX. I mean,
yeah. How much you need to do it? Like I said, there's a lot of things. I mean, there's a lot of options that they have that they can go with the holiday set. So the only thing I hope is just like I saw in the comments, I hope it's smaller. Even Shining Fates is actually, if you look at that shiny vault in there, is gigantic. And that shining vault is just daunting. Because I probably opened, because I like Shining Fates, and I opened a bunch of with Jacob, and we've probably opened 20 to 25 booster or ETBs of that. I don't even have half that shiny vault full.
Yeah,
it's just
believe it.
crazy how many.
You know what's interesting with that when I think about celebrations, like not a huge set at all, like much smaller than most of the other sets that were coming out last year. And I honestly believe that people opened more celebrations than other sets because it was smaller, because it felt like it was more obtainable to like get that set. I think it actually had the reverse effect because everybody that I watched and talked to opened a bunch of celebrations. Like everybody did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like they could end up being in that situation where they actually sell more packs and more sealed items and promo boxes and this and that. Like I think it could have a good impact. I just worry on the sustainability, I guess, is the part of it. Like how long does that hype last? Because like Open Skies, people still want it, because there is so many cards in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Double-edged sword, like there's got to be some level of balance, I guess. And I'm definitely not the right person to make that call, but yeah, it would be cool to have a small set that did feel a bit more realistic to actually complete. It'd be fun to have a complete binder of a modern set that you're not spending crazy money on,
Yeah. Like I said, Celebrations is the first set that we actually have the master set on, and I bought the 2 cards we were missing finally, and I said, it's actually, like you said, I'm not a huge fan of Celebrations, as I've said. I just don't like reprint sets all that much, but it's an attainable set to where I can actually finally say in the time that I've been back in Pokemon that I have a master set of something without spending, all this money for the singles even to get some of these things. Or the pull, it's
and
just...
you got 27 ho-hos that you can probably do something with too.
I was gonna say we can have a ho-ho party.
So imagine how many I have. I don't even know.
Oh, God.
I think we stopped counting. Like it's crazy.
At 100,000, you stopped counting.
I mean, we stopped putting them into inventory because it just got to be like, all right, how many do we need?
List. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just okay. I'm good.
So I'm gonna answer one question I saw back here from TCG, Pokemart TCG, because I did talk to my friend and a distributor about this because I was in Walmart here and they got a ton of the cardboard sleeve Evolving Skies. Literally a whole big container of those. He said that they have not gotten a reprint of Evolving Skies. What he's thinking is what they're kind of assuming on that is MJ Holding, if you handles all these big box stores, a lot of times they will slow release inventory that they have. So his assumption is that this is just one of their slow releases of that set. They've probably had it in inventory for quite a while. And they're just now releasing it in the stores. They don't... So if like Brilliant Stars came out, they didn't release Evolving Skies during that time period. And now that they're running out of Brilliant Stars, because of course it's getting out their ways, now they're filling the stores up with the remaining inventory they have. Because I've seen a lot of that. I saw a bunch of Vivid Voltage and Darkness Ablaze cardboard sleeves all come out. So they filled the shelving with pretty much those things. So I think that he said that that's what he's thinking happened. They're just pulling other inventory in them cardboard sleeves and putting them out on the shelves now versus them being a new reprint.
Makes sense. I mean, they have their own warehouses where they can sit and hold that stuff.
What's your feelings on that, Mason? Is that what you kind of think?
I have no idea. Yeah. I don't know what they do. I'm not saying that it's just being, I don't want to think about it. I do think about it a lot, trust me. And I can't make sense of it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
I think the old card shops talked about where they have people that are opening this recent waves of like Darkness Ablaze and things, and they have the new PTCGO live backs on them instead of the old ones. They should not, they should have the older ones. But why? Where the hell did this come from? What is this? Yeah. Like how? It doesn't make sense anymore. My theory was that, when they make these big box sets, they would put the old stuff that they have left over in there, and then that's how they would blow through the inventory, right? But if they're reprinting this stuff with the new card backs, what the hell's happening? Like, where is this stuff coming from? And why is it not being put out into bigger Doesn't make any sense.
I
have no
think
idea what's happening.
I think that happened with Darkness Ablaze, and I think you're probably going to see it in Vivid Voltage, just because of that ETB reprint.
Yeah, I haven't had anybody open those to see if they have live
I
PTC live on them.
Darkness
No.
Ablaze that I just opened with my daughter a week or two ago, that had the old ones. It didn't have the new ones.
Oh, really?
Inside
And I
of the
just
ETB.
bought that. I bought that like day, so I know it was like the newest
Yeah.
print of it.
Huh.
So I
So,
mean, that
there
makes-
goes that theory.
that's where it's just like I don't know what's happening, and no
Yeah,
one
that's-
has.
that's the thing. Like that makes you think. I'm inferring from that it's from old boxes that have just been sat in a warehouse for that whole time or something. Like, why would they reprint with with the old like gold cards after we've just been having the new cards, the new code cards coming out? Go back and reprint with older ones. Doesn't make sense. I guess the only thing that I can think of, like logistics wise, is they just didn't have them as ETBs. They just had a bunch of packs, like actual packs in like huge bins
Yeah.
or something. I don't
And
know.
companies like MJ Holding, they do have just storage of just loose packs.
Okay.
I was gonna make a video about because my big bulk video that I did that was pretty popular.
Yeah.
Okay, the guys that I sell my bulk to, what do they do? I was gonna do a little expose on that
Oh, that's good.
because I, have a relation with them and I see what they post on Facebook and what they're trading this stuff for. They just have like, the big 5-row boxes of white boxes. When you put 5 rows, you put cards in them. They just have 5 rows, stacks of those with flash fire packs in them that they got from MJ Holding. They exist, and those packs are like what, $40 a piece right now? I don't, maybe even more
Yeah.
for flash fire. Like it's very expensive. They just have them, just chilling. That they
Wow.
traded their bulk for. So they got sealed product for their bulk that they traded them.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's insane. And yeah, that's the type of stuff that is just sitting around in warehouses, probably around the country, of just random packs of just who knows what. And these big companies that break down boxes or repack packs into other things and make those big mystery boxes and stuff. All these companies are all swapping stuff back and forth as they make products, and it gets crazy. It gets crazy where you don't know what's out there, and the prices. If they like had the mindset to just like dump all this stuff, it would crash prices for some of the stuff that people think is super rare and you can't find anymore.
Mhm.
It's kind of intimidating.
Yeah,
Well,
but I mean, I know Rudy talks about like some of the stuff he holds on to. Like he obviously has like, big boxes and piles of stuff. Like people are doing that too. Like
Right.
not just companies, like actual people are doing that and filling closets with their favorite set or whatever they think is going to do well. Like we really have no idea what numbers are printed. Like Pokemon never talks about that stuff. It's very difficult to gauge when you don't know how much demand. You can get infer it or whatever from eBay sales. I've pulled data and stuff on that before, but I mean, how many of those flash fire or whatever packs are like sat in people's drawers just waiting to go up till they hit 100 and then they'll sell out, or they'll hit 60 and then they'll sell them out, or I don't know.
Well, that's what I always think of is when it comes down to even Sword and Shield. That's everybody's argument on why Sword and Shield will never be an investable set. Is that everybody has stuff packed away, and my biggest thing is it's not just Sword and Shield that they've been doing that. Some of these people have been doing it all the way since EX. I mean, there's people with stockpiles of EX, black and white, XY.
Yeah.
This stuff is piled up in places that people don't even realize. And the thing is like I've even said, if you're smart, even in the investing side, you wait until it gets to a point that you want it to be at, if you're doing this stuff. And you never release it all at once. You wait until the market price hits where you want it. And you slowly inject it until you see a movement in the market. When you see a movement in the market, you stop. And then you let the market get the saturation. You let it absorb that saturation. And when it starts to go the direction you want it again, you inject again. And people have been probably doing that the whole time through all of these markets in the last year, slowly injecting all of these products out there. And people think that they have, oh, there's not much left of it because it's a, low set like team up. You hear that argument. There's no team up there. I bet you there's a lot of team up sitting
Oh,
around
yeah.
in places
Absolutely.
that's not going out into the market and not been injected yet. And they're
I bet
waiting.
there's stores out in the middle of Iowa or somewhere that have team up on their shelves probably, and just they don't freaking know, or
No,
in their back
and-
storage, and they don't, you know, sports, card stores and stuff like that where they're
Mhm.
sitting on this, and there's I don't know this what is this evolution stuff? It didn't sell for shit. Put it in the back, and then
Yeah.
it's still back there to this day. Probably cases of them. It's just they don't know.
That's such
just
a
go
crazy thought.
Just
I,
go
I
MJ
guarantee
Holding.
it's. I
Yeah, I know
guarantee.
you're right.
I guarantee it.
I can
Yeah.
imagine it too. Like I can picture it exactly that happening, but it's just like so crazy to think that there probably is that much volume of cards and packs, and I mean, what we're like almost 90 different sets now. Whatever it is, like there's just so many packs out there.
Well, I just sit there and think about it. You even go back to even recently with XY Evolutions ETBs. We know that that wasn't they didn't reprint XY Evolutions and put them into ETBs. They were worn. The boxes.
Do we though?
They were pretty worn. Like they.
I really don't know.
moving.
Obviously, I'm being
Yeah,
yeah,
but we don't know for sure. But the chances are it was very slim, and they only
Right.
came from MJ Holding.
Right.
Nobody else saw any other product.
So
Yeah, that tells
put that
you how.
in your mind and be like, okay, MJ Holding, a huge company.
Yeah.
How big are these warehouses that they have? How much product are they sitting on? Where they're just like, oh shit, there's a pallet of evolutions. We should probably sell that. And then they don't do it on the secondary market. They just float it to Walmarts. Like that's crazy. Like
I know.
what? That's how big this company has to be that they just well, we don't care.
Yeah,
Fuck,
just get it
just
out of
let
our
it go.
warehouse. We need the space.
Like that's what's going on here, guys. Like
Yeah.
people don't understand just the logistical stops
Mhm.
that product make, and then along the way they can get stuck somewhere, or trapped, or put in the back somewhere and overlooked.
Yeah.
Pallets of this stuff potentially.
Oh yeah, it's just piled up.
Ignorance is bliss, right? I mean, I think
It's not about rarity.
part of
It's
it.
about the scarcity of it on the open market.
But that's just it. And you think about how much of these ETBs, even for Crimson Invasion and the XY that was just released at Walmart, like you said, just not secondary, just dumped on Walmart shelves. But look at how much influence they had and how many of them they actually had, that they were delivered not just like a small area. They
Yeah.
showed up nationwide from MJ Holding. So that means they were hidden somewhere in their back warehouse of their main facility, and then they got them out. Probably pallets of these things
They
that
have
found
to
behind.
for us to be all like, oh, they're here and they're here and they're here and they're here
Yeah,
and they're here.
and you're seeing them
It's
all
not just
over. I mean,
a state
crazy.
worth of people. It's people all over the place finding them. So
well, we
think of
found
the
Crimson
logistically-
Invasion here.
right, think of the logistics that go behind moving these products states wide to every Walmart and Target or wherever from these companies. Like think of
Oh,
how much how much product that is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of this, and it's not about rarity. It's about scarcity on the market. It's the same thing. I made a video about this too a long time ago, where you look on eBay, look up any booster box, choose a random booster box. There's like 5 listings. Okay. Are you telling me there's only 5 of this one booster box in existence? No, it's just these same 5 dudes that have this listed, and they're listing for an astronomical number, something silly. And they know
Yeah.
that somebody like a PokeRev is going to come along and be like, oh, I need this for my live break I'm going to do, and I'm going to pay this silly price for it. It doesn't matter because they're going to mark it up anyways. So what do they care what the price is? So there's people out there that are just sitting on whatever box, and they're just like, all right, it's going to sit on eBay for forever for 400 times what it probably should realistically be based on the actual rarity of it. And if one sells, then I'm just the next in line. I don't have to be the cheapest.
Right.
I just have to be the next cheapest one. if I want to sell it, or if I didn't want to sell it, I'll just have it up there forever.
Yeah.
On a listing that never expires and just be up there for years and have all these watchers on it and all these people that click on it and all these for years and years and years. Then you go, okay, I'm ready to sell it. Make an offer to all these watchers for this item, and somebody will instantly buy it.
Yeah,
For just maybe a 10%
discount.
cheaper price. Yeah. And people are like, oh shit, he's trying to get rid of it. I gotta buy it. Happens all the time. And then that's the new highest price for that booster box.
Yeah.
And then like, well, it's last sold at this. It's gotta be worth at least that or more. It's all about perception about pricing.
It is.
It's all a big rabbit hole we can go down.
Oh, it is. And like I said, we just sit there and you hear all these people with these concepts, and it's like, yeah, but you got to realize, yes, there's Sword and Shield's probably been one of the heaviest printed sets or series in modern Pokemon. Probably, just the amount of people in it. But you got to remember, if the number of people in it, if they're printing this much, there's still about the same percentages of people opening it as the people that are saving it. So regardless, of course, everything moves kind of in series with each other or parallel to each other.
I've talked about that a lot, and people always ask me about how many people are sitting on this stuff, and it's just like
everybody.
Well, yes, but every day, how many tens, thousands, 100,000s of these packs are being opened daily on a daily basis? Think of across the world, and every Walmart and every kid that tugs on their dad's pant leg to buy them a Pokemon card pack. Like, how many packs are being ripped on a daily basis around this country? And still a lot of this stuff is being opened and burned through. And yes, it is not an unlimited supply. Although with Millennium, who knows now, it could be unlimited.
Yeah.
But people still are opening this stuff, and like I said, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands packs a day. It has to be.
I think there's something to be said for people that are buying sealed with the intention of it being sealed, but then get sucked into the niggling thought at the back of their head that they want to open it and hope that they get a Charizard, and hope they get that, whatever it is that's in that set, and it ends up not being held and sealed. I think there's definitely something to be said for that too. Like, the only way you're down in terms of population, when you're talking about sets in reality.
I just had a guy that wanted a refund from some Fusion Strike boxes I just sold because he wants to sit on them. Fusion Strike boxes that are $85 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm losing money selling to them because I want to get it out of here. And he's like, well, I want to sit on them. I don't want to open them. And he was upset about how it looked. I was like, my guy, please.
Oh my God.
Return it to me if you want, but then don't buy it again, because that is not the mentality to have.
Yeah. People are yeah.
It's just crazy, but it's just the fact is that if anybody's sitting, and my theory is always this: if you're sitting on a large enough quantity that you're going to actually affect the market with what you've got, those people are smart. They're not dumb. They're not going to try and shoot themselves in the foot with hard releases. And realistically, the average person, even myself, I don't hold a share big enough to affect the markets. My 30 boxes of, Chilling Reign, or my 30 booster boxes of Chilling Reign ain't going to do crap if I put it on TCG Player right now to affect the market. So nobody that's got a huge quantity of any kind of modern, even going back to black and white, is going to do anything to affect their own market shares on it. They're going to wait. They're patient. They've got the money, obviously, so they're not in any hurry to get rid of it. And it's just going to be a just slow trickle in release. And I guarantee that's why some of these boxes just continually see sales. These rare boxes like Team Up. How is there, if it's such a rare box and there's not very many of them, you go to TCG Player, and on average, there's 6 to 10 of these being sold every day. Where are they coming from? And it's always the same companies, if you look at the history, that are at the top of the list selling them. So they've got them, and they're just slowly releasing them one by one into the market. They're listing them up as one or two, and it's just a slow trickle release. Sword and Shield has probably got the worst danger of multiple people releasing all at once that don't understand how markets work. But even if that happens, that's going to happen maybe once or twice, and after the original first 2 times happens, it's going to go back to the people who know how to manipulate and control the markets and keep them where they want it. So once again, it's going to be the same. It's going to look the same, in my opinion, in 4 or 5 years as it did in 2019, 18, 17. It's just right now we went through this boom and everything is crazy. And once it settles, we're going to see consistency.
Yeah.
I think way more people are going to be retained than ever before, though. I think that the level that it's at, it would have to have a very drastic fall to go back to where it was that low. I do think there's going to be some retention. Like
well, I don't mean sales numbers are going to go back to that level. I'm saying the amount of people retaining, percentage wise of the people in the actual markets. You're going to see
percentage wise, yeah.
I'm looking at it just a direct percentage. You had an increase of people, and yes, I think it's pretty safe to say that the Pokemon market's probably gone up at least 50% from where it was prior to 2020. I think that would probably might be on the low side. But I bet you there's probably close to, if there was 200,000 before, there's probably close to 300 to 400 now. So it's just weird to think about that. Yeah, there's been a ton printed. It does not mean that ton is going to make it through to 5 years down the road more than the people that are already doing it and will continue to do it from here until eternity. Remember the guys that pulls out a sealed case of, unlimited base set or unlimited fossil have been sitting on it all this time.
Yeah. And, we always see booster boxes are like the thing to have for a sealed, right? Booster boxes. It's the most packs for bang for your buck.
Yep.
Well, those inherently are not mass-produced items. They're not in retail. You can't go to Walmart and get a booster box. They don't make them for regular retail, big box retail. So think of the type of people that would get these boxes and be selling these types of products. It's not dudes that just went out and bought them and sat on them. These are either people that went to an LGS or got them from distribution or whatever, and they're sitting on them. These are inherently business people, business-minded people that are selling these products. They know what they're doing. They know how to not ruin markets. That's why they're doing what they're doing. That's why these boxes exist on eBay. This is people that with intention to sell for a profit and sell for way more than probably they even sell. Like you were talking about Team Up. I looked up Team Up because I wanted to just see your example. There's a dude that has sold 11 of them. He's got them for $37 shipping.
Yeah.
$37.95 for standard shipping from Florida. Okay, buddy. And he sold 11 of them. He's got last one.
Yep.
He's had 11. He's had 11, but this is the last one he's got with 23,000 feedback. This is not a person that is sitting on these. This is not a dude with a closet that he had 2 cases of Team Up. He's had 11 sold, and this is the last box out of his 2 cases that he had. No, this is a dude with a warehouse that is moving this stuff and is sitting on it and knows exactly what he's doing. Like,
well, that's my point is that these people know how to manipulate this market. And you can see now, you pulled it up. I mean, Team Up is consistently selling every day on TCG Player. What was today's sales on it? Probably 5 or 6 boxes more than
on TCG Player.
Yeah,
I was looking on eBay. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I was just watching TCG Player, but same thing. I mean, there's
booster boxes on TCG Player selling.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Oh God, I didn't.
When I did my video on Team Up, probably a couple weeks ago, there was pretty consistent sales.
Interesting. Let's see.
At like 800 $800 a box.
Yeah, it was goofy. Yeah, goofy.
But it's just the same person. I looked for several days. One would sell, then the same person only had one. And every day I'd go there, he'd have one. It was always one, up and he's at the top of the list.
That's so ridiculous.
It is. I mean, but that's like we're saying. These people that do this stuff, and run these businesses with this many ratings, you darn well know that they know how not to
Yep.
hurt themselves
what
in the
works.
market. They know it
Yep.
works. They've been doing this for years. They know exactly how to manipulate the market and
Like I
keep
said,
it from
this
doing
dude has 23,000 feedback. The dude sells some stuff.
Yeah.
His account is from 2004. Like he's okay.
been there.
He's probably knows a little bit about. He's got an Ancient Origins ETB for $1,000. One left out of 17 sold, but he's got one left.
Mhm.
Same thing. Sword and Shield base box, 26 sold. One left though.
Yep.
It's all they're pulling out every stop
Oh, yeah.
that they know how to do.
But like I said,
Who-
that's how they
who
know
was
how to
talking about
manipulate the
that?
market and get people to buy it. You see that last one, and then it's an inherent thing. FOMO kicks in, and you're afraid you're going to miss out, and you buy it. And then he
Yeah.
puts another one up tomorrow on the same listing.
A YouTuber was talking about that stocking situation not long ago, maybe a couple of months ago, and they were saying that the reason they put 1 or 5 up or 3 up at a time was because if the price swings, if it goes up or goes down or whatever, then like they've not just sold 50 at the lower price or whatever. Like they can sell 3, say it's out of stock, and then bump it up to whatever the market's at for that day or that week, whatever. I can't imagine that they're watching it manually that much, but maybe there's some software, some kind of indicator there for them. That kind of like helped it make sense a little bit for me in terms of the justification for there being like just one. But the other thing is like, obviously they want to get it sold, so they probably are doing it purposefully at like 1 at a time as opposed to like 3, 4, 5 or whatever, because of the pricing. It probably is for that in that scenario.
Right. I mean, it depends on the market. I mean, and what product it is, obviously. But like I have my numbers for Astro Radiance. Do I have all my Astro Radiance boxes on my website? No. Like that's
Right.
who knows? They could announce something totally crazy. Very unlikely, but yeah, maybe these boxes shoot up to $300 a box, and then what? I get blown out, and then I'm just like, all right, well,
All right, you're the one selling UPCs at 120, and everyone else is just buying them from you and selling them on eBay at 300. Like it, no one wants to be in that situation. That's crazy.
right. So, yeah.
Guys, I'm like, this is like 110. I'm crashing.
No, yeah.
No, I was just going to suggest that too. I think we've had a good night.
We ran through a lot, and we did a lot. I feel like we did a good marathon of just talking
I
about.
appreciate it. I appreciate both of you guys' time. It was fun.
Oh, absolutely. I'm glad you guys could come over.
Come over and hang out,
Hang out on my channel and
have a beer together, and
yeah, have a couple drinks and relax.
we could have grilled or something if we had
full.
known. But
I did grill before this.
oh yeah, well there you go. I see you didn't bring anything. That's fine. No big deal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not gonna share
You're-
with us. See how he is.
You're the one with the hot dog.
Look, you got one.
That's the little thing he sent us, Mason. It just didn't make it here
Oh,
in time.
okay.
And he sent
Nice.
us a little hamburger patty in a box
Frozen
through
frozen box.
USPS.
Old Card Shop
So-
just pointed out your UPC too.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I put a lot of weird stuff in backgrounds. People probably have noticed. People do
The
notice
cat
every once in a
box, litter box. You're turning a little bit, so
while. Look,
your litter box
I
is
don't.
showing
I don't
up.
have just one. I have 2 and
Three.
3. I got 3 litter boxes behind me. This is like the freaking urinal line behind me. And it's just like, how did this
Triplex.
happen?
What
How
the
did
cat's
I
gonna get
Get stuck with
in
this.
the bathroom? How did
Like,
I end up
what
in the
a-
bathroom?
Jeez.
I'm always
Yeah.
open to doing this again. This is just fun. This is the stuff I enjoy. Just sitting here relaxing.
Yeah, I mean, we used to do this on Discord just with whoever was available, every
Yeah.
once in a while. But it's wasted content if we don't do anything, if we don't record it. So you may as well record it and have the same
Exactly.
conversation that you're going to have anyways. So
That's what I mean. Just put it on one of our channels. Maybe we'll switch over to Professor Oaks next Friday.
we can do a rotation. Yeah, you guys.
Yeah. We'll go
every
on
2
everybody's
weeks.
channel and just do a
We'll get
rotation
at least
every other week.
two people in. Yeah, we'll get at least a couple.
I don't do interviews on or chats on my channel.
No.
It's weird.
Hey, you
I just
just
feel
go
weird.
visit everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, I just it being the business channel, I try not to have just random people on there. I could say whatever, and that's automatically always associated with my business for all time. Is that so?
Yeah, I don't think I would do that if I were you either.
No, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think I would be bringing people on and having like conversations and stuff. Not like in an unprofessional sense, but it's just like you've got a theme going on yours where it is about the store and like the market and like happening and stuff, and like it works very well. That would be like a bit of a shift away. I mean, for me, I'm just kind of like floating about, just having fun. Honestly, like I don't have a business that, like you say, something's tied to, or there's any kind of like correlation I need to have with anything. Like I can just do whatever I want just because I'm like a nobody.
You're literally wearing a hat with my logo on it.
CardinalGaming.com, guys.
Thank you again. That's
one thing, Professor Oak. Do you want me to share your Discord page?
Yeah, can do. Yeah.
I'll put that. So I'll put Mason. Do you have an actual dedicated Discord to yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't. I just borrow everybody else's and go irritate people. So
it's fine.
I'll put these two's Discords down in the description here after the live, so that way if you guys do want to jump into their Discord groups, you'll definitely be able to. So get you
I'm
guys
in
some more.
a lot of people's Discords anyways, but yeah.
Well, that's just it. I'm in a lot of them. I just don't have the time to dedicate to my own. So
Right.
Cool people in the chat.
I was gonna say, we get people showing up now that are actually the apparently Pokenomics must have closed out.
Oh, maybe. No, Jake goes farther than that. No, he doesn't. He's done. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna say it's about time for him to quit too. So
Hey, we went longer than Jake did.
we waited him out.
I mean, and we probably talked about 20 more things than he did too. So
Yeah, we did have quite a diverse
We
chat
did,
there,
yeah.
didn't we? Went through a lot of different things.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Uh-oh. Yeah, all my people are coming now. Jake must be done.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna have to
Well,
make sure we
too
communicate with
bad.
Jake better.
Too bad, guys. We're
it's
too
time
late.
to call our quits.
Go
But-
back and watch the last 3 hours.
Yep.
Reverse.
Pretty much so. All right, guys. Well, like I said, greatly appreciated. You guys had a great conversation tonight. Definitely have to do this again. Like I said, we'll kick over to maybe do this bi-weekly or something, or tri-weekly, and kick over to different channels and just sit down.
I mean,
on Friday night.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see what my schedule is going to be. It's probably going to be a little tight
Oh.
here for.
I know you're
little
going to be
bit,
crazy
but-
here with your new opening, but after you settle in a little bit,
Yeah, I'll come back on and do the rounds again. Do the summer
Yeah.
tour or whatever.
I'm
There you go.
I'm thankful
actually
for
be
you
in your
both.
building, you can show it to us.
Yeah, I mean that's where I'm going to be primarily at is the new store. So I'm going to be the guy managing that place for a little bit until we
Yeah.
get it going. So make a new backdrop, maybe a new background,
Oh,
a real
there you go.
background, not just Photoshop anymore. We'll see.
See if you get that ambitious.
I mean, it's not ambitious. That's even lazier. That's no effort. I'm gonna have the stuff in the background and it's just be like, all right, cool.
So,
It's less work.
all right, everybody. Well, we're gonna wrap her up. Thank you guys for everybody that came. Of course, thank you, Mason, and thank you, Professor Oak.
Oh,
for
thank you guys.
stopping
Yeah,
by.
thank you.
and having a nice, relaxing chat tonight. And